Woo! It is officially the first live stream of Comic Shop Conversations in December of 2024. Hence the Santa hat. And because last week I think we did it and it was still November. So it's officially December. Gentlemen, what is your favorite Christmas film? I'll go this way, starting with Josh.
You didn't tell us you were going to ask us this. What the hell?
Oh, is it not like a? I thought that's just like a thing that people tend to be like, oh yeah, this is normally my favorite Christmas movie. No.
No.
Okay. Should I start with Old Turd Burglar?
Turd Burglar. Look, I have things that I watch every year. How about that? I always watch Batman Returns, which I hear these two just you know.
Oh yeah,
got my Batman Returns watch. Got my Batman Returns watch. Yep.
Look at that.
Die Hard is a must.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like watching the Home Alone movies.
Oh yeah, Chris Columbus.
1 and 2. We'll leave it at that. Elf for sure, and then I always watch the Harry Potter movies in December.
That's right. Okay. That's right. How you watch the Harry Potter movies is how I watch the Lord of the Rings films. So
Drew
always in December.
Yeah, that's how Drew gets his good sleep on his holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a power nap time. I love it every time.
Yeah, for 4 hours, 4 hours straight. Just get a good power nap.
It's insomnia.
Yeah, it's funny because that Home Alone 2 movie has a pretty prominent president in it, I thought, right? Or he's a big time actor, president.
I thought Netflix cut him out.
Did they really? Oh my god!
No, he's on Disney Plus. It's
okay.
There was a rumor. I forget. It was back in 2016 or 2017. Some streaming platform or whatever. They threatened or they tried to cut him out of the movie. Tried to cut out that scene.
I think so. Yeah.
Could you even imagine? That's ridiculous.
I got TDS, guys.
Oh, both X-Men books this week have really bad TDS. Can't stop thinking about it.
I know what one of the X-Men books is. What's the other? Because I tried not to read this stuff until you guys are like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna talk about this tonight."
It's the main title. The main title has X-Men that are imprisoned in Xavier's school. So they've turned Xavier's school into like a prison for mutants. Yeah. And it's the allegory is super based in like they call everyone muties and they say like, oh, your kind is in here because of this and that. And the one girl, we'll get to it, but the one girl is proud to call herself mutant, and so the police start beating her up. Yeah, so
the white guys, don't forget that.
Proud.
Correct.
Yeah,
all like a little bit of a southern slant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like watching the Batman with Robert Pattinson, where all the white guys are evil.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the incels.
All right, Drew, aka Dolan. What are your, or is there just one of your favorite Christmas movies?
I like watching Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase. That's always staple. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it's like out there in California or down in Texas, but up here in Indy, Cal can vouch for this. Christmas Vacation is constantly shown in theaters here, and it's always packed, always sold out. They always have to do multiple showings for it. And apparently it's turned into a staple now, more so than it ever has been in the past. And I love watching it every Christmas. And Lethal Weapon is one I like to watch during Christmas because that's technically a Christmas film. Yeah,
really, that one I have not heard. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard of Mel Gibson and Donald Glover, but like, I did not know that was a Christmas film.
Yeah, it's a Christmas film.
Shane Black, Christmas.
I do like when It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia do their version of Lethal Weapon and Mac does blackface. That's fun.
Have they pulled that episode? Is it still on there?
They get pulled.
No, they did pull that one. That one for sure got pulled on Hulu. Like I cannot find it anywhere. So if you have the
Die Hard,
you've got it. Die Hard, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those are my three. I like watching.
All right. Kyle, what about you?
I don't watch any Christmas movies.
Oh, that's right. You don't have any
Okay.
cheer.
No,
Yeah.
we celebrate Hanukkah in this house. So
Well, in the
Adam
Marvel
Sandler's Eight
holiday
Crazy Nights
special,
and- yeah,
in the Marvel
Spinning your-
holiday special this year,
that one and Star Wars Holiday Special. We watched that for Life Day.
yeah.
And,
There you go.
yeah.
You home spinning your menorah, Kyle, and everything. Yeah.
You spin a dreidel.
Oh. So then you watch like 8 Crazy Nights. Right?
Exactly. Then that's
Yeah.
it. It's just on repeat.
That's all you can do.
That's all we got. We'll watch Die Hard, Christmas Vacation. The older I've gotten, the more I really, really like Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Oh yes.
Yep. That's just one that the older I've gotten, the more I really, really love Bill Murray. And
Yes.
it's one as far as Christmas Carol movies, like that is one of the best renditions of A Christmas Carol, I think. So
If you can't work late, I can't work late. If I can't work late, I can't work late.
I still have not seen Scrooged, unfortunately.
Oh
so that's
my
one
What?
of the I need to see.
Oh,
I know,
God.
yeah.
Oh my.
I mean,
Shame.
I'm really surprised.
I know.
Yeah.
I should.
What about, are there any good Christmas specials out there? Like Christmas specials from like I always tend to watch like the Seinfeld Festivus episode,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Classic, right? The Office has some pretty funny Christmas episodes where Michael pretends to be Santa, but then he switches his costume and then he tries to be Jesus. That one's pretty funny. But yeah, like, do you guys have any like TV episodes or anything?
Yeah.
Mad Men has a good Christmas one.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Another one is the Justice League Unlimited. They had a great. I forget what the exact title of it is. I watch it every year. It's fantastic because you have Martian Manhunter experiencing Christmas on Earth for the first time, and he's with Clark in the Kents, and it's hilarious. I love it. Just how childlike Clark is when he goes back home, and like how the parents
That's
are
actually
saying, like,
really cool.
Yeah, and like the parent, they're sitting at the dinner table, and the parents are talking to John about growing up with Clark, saying like, yeah, we always had to lead line the presents for Clark, so he could never see us, never knew what we got him. He's
That's
like,
awesome.
you mean when Santa brought the presents? And they're like, oh yes,
They're
that's
like,
exactly
yes,
what
of
we
course.
meant.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I
a
swear.
you gotta watch it.
I feel like I was like 17 when I first found out that Santa wasn't real. I was like, what? I was like a late bloomer when I found out. I think
another one real quick is the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone had a great Christmas episode. The episode is about a soldier, a clown, and a ballerina. They're in this circular round room with nothing in it, and they have to try to figure out a way to escape.
Yeah.
Kyle knows what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Well, I need to go back and look at that again.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a great episode. And real quick, Kaiser Jose, Mad Men is one of the greatest shows of all time. Yes, you need to watch Mad Men.
Honestly, it will hold. It is start to finish, literally start to finish. It's great. One of the best endings as far as being able to pull off an ending for a series. It was absolutely fucking brilliant. Like it's great.
It made sense. It's like it
makes perfect sense of how it would end, and seeing Don Draper, like that's exactly where he would end up. It's perfect.
One of the greatest characters ever created. I love it. In any medium.
Yep.
Well, what about you, Aaron Sparrow? Do you have a particular Christmas movie that you enjoy in this holiday season?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Drew finally shut up so that I could be brought onto the street?
I didn't even see that you were back there.
Well, if that's the case, jeez.
I'm sorry, Max. What was your question? I was still reeling from the idea that Santa isn't real.
Oh yes, no.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, no. I should have prefaced. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope nobody has any kids watching, but why would they? I mean, look, don't
not
send us
too much.
angry messages that Max ruined Christmas for your kid. If you were letting your kid watch this stream, that's really on you.
Yeah, we should
We got
rethink
problems.
your decisions there, friend.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. What is your favorite Christmas movie, or do you have one that you tend to rewatch every holiday season?
I like to rewatch Muppet Christmas Carol. I think that is fantastic. I mean, there is a meme that says that like, "Hey, it's the Muppets, so have fun with it." And Michael Caine is like, "I'm going to play this as serious as a heart attack," and he does. It's like one of the most serious portrayals of Scrooge ever. But it works because he's the straight man, and then the Muppets are just ridiculous around him. So I think that's great. There's some little animated movie on Netflix where that's based on a true story where this
Klaus.
Irish girl. Well, Klaus is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like Klaus is like, I mean, the fact that movie was like basically was just like showing up and like just walking up to Bob Iger and going, right down here, bitch.
Yeah, man.
You know, this is how you make animation. Absolutely fantastic. There's also a little short film on there about that's based on a true story, I guess. And it's set in Ireland, and the little girl sees baby Jesus in the manger at the church, and she's worried that he's cold, so she steals the baby Jesus to take him home and to warm him up. And it's like really like a sweet little movie. She throws him over the fence at one point to get him into the yard. And then he lands in the neighbor's yard, and then he's got like a little like gouge out of his head. And she's all like, "Oh, I've hurt him." It's pretty good. So yeah, that's I mean, that's just right off the top of my head.
Dang, no, those are good. I've never. I gotta go check out that little animated film because I do love Klaus. I've found that probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and I've had it in the rotation since then because it was that good and so heartfelt. I loved it.
And Norm Macdonald just doing a great job in it as the as one of the supporting characters.
That's right. R.I.P. Pour one out. R.I.P.D. Jack Frost. I love this episode. The South Park Christmas episode where Jimmy sings the 12 Days of Christmas. So throughout the entire episode, it keeps flashing, or it keeps like cutting back to him, and he's not even on like the second day. He can't get there. On the first.
Is that the same one where the parents were complaining about the Christmas special? Like, you got to have this, you can't have that. You can't be doing this if you're going to have this in the play. And it became like this really stupid artistic douchebaggery play. Like, I look at the sun, it burns my eyes.
So, like the one in Big Lebowski.
Yes. Yeah.
Salty says, congrats on Kneel Before Doomface success, man. Stoked to get all those gorgeous covers. Amen. Yeah, those things are so good.
Thank you. I forgot already that we are wildly successful, and we did it without porn and GPT.
What a novel concept.
And like all kinds of you can succeed in crowdfunding without a constant drama and who knew?
Go figure.
Yeah. Huh. No, but the success has been great, and it's been so fun to watch it just skyrocket. So looking forward to getting those in everyone's hands. We've also got Cage and Corey.
Here's something that might blow your mind. It looks like it's gonna come out on time.
Whoa!
Very cool.
It's going to be great, cool. And it's going to come out on time. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
No 3-year wait for this one, baby.
Boo! I want to forget about that even existed, and then it shows up.
Yeah. And then you're like, wait, what?
What the fuck is this? I don't want this.
There have been
what the
there have been so many books that have arrived on my doorstep, and I've made that exact comment, like, I don't remember ordering this, or what is this, even opening it and being like, what book? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does.
I remember ordering one. I remember like getting something in the mail and going like, oh, it's that Kickstarter that I backed 3 years ago, and then opening it up and it was like, oh no, it's Fiendish, which I backed like recently.
When the book that you ordered earlier gets there earlier than the book that, yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cajun Corey, member for 29 months. Dude, thank you so much. He says Justified is the GOAT of all TV shows. Also, let's laugh at Ohio State for losing to Michigan again.
Oh, it's a great
Justified
game.
is a fantastic show.
Until the recent that recent City of Evil or whatever the hell it was.
No,
don't watch
not
that.
City Primeval. I said Justified,
Okay.
not City Primeval.
Okay.
No.
I feel like I have to do the obligatory shout out to Martindale, who is from my hometown.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Because otherwise she'll have you killed.
right. Exactly.
She's not playing a character in any of those roles. Not in The Americans.
Nope.
Not in Justified. She will have you murdered.
She will have you murdered, and then she's gonna go garden and talk about how lovely life is.
You love to see her. Just living her best life.
So what was I saying earlier? So with the Christmas movie, we were talking about, I wanted to talk about football. Speaking of football and Ohio State and Michigan and all that good stuff, man, the playoffs are going to be wild. I really don't know. Like, it almost looks like the 5th seed in the rankings is going to have the best spot because they're really going to play like a nobody, and then I feel like it's either going to be like a Notre Dame or something that's going to just slide their way into the semifinals, and then they won the national championship. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Because they've already said that those who are in, who don't play, you can't penalize them. They're automatically in. But if you're ranked and you do lose, it's like that could change around the positioning. So in theory, Tennessee could in theory still play IU. We'll see what happens.
Now, there have been games that I've watched with Tennessee that I'm like, I don't even know if they deserve to be in the playoffs. But I do think that if they played IU, I think they'd still give them a run for their money. It'd be a fun game because it's like Tennessee is bad, but they're in the SEC, but IU is really good, but they're kind of I know Kyle's like, we played the the reigning national champions, and we played the national
runner-up
champions from 2
in that
years
game.
ago.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But
Michigan,
does that matter?
who beat fucking Ohio State.
Yeah, but Ohio State was garbage that game.
Doesn't matter.
However,
IU beat them. IU beat Michigan.
Yeah.
IU
Josh,
barely beat Purdue 66
Josh,
nothing.
do you know what they're talking about? Because I don't.
Yeah, this is all like a different language, so.
Tennis. I think it's tennis. Golf.
Squash. Let's talk about squash.
Oh, squash.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to more games. I hope that the playoffs are good. You know what game I did actually have a fun time with was that NFL game, Lions versus Green Bay. What a
that's
great
awesome.
game.
So good.
And Thursday night games normally suck,
Yes.
and that one was fun.
It's the latter part of the year. They're flexing the games, so they got they're having the good teams play. So
And they matter. Yeah.
And they matter. Well, so here's the question: do the Lions get to the Super Bowl this year?
I believe so. If they played that game. They played that game last night with backups, guys off the street. Almost the whole defense with guys off the street, and they won that damn game. It's like
Jared Goff slips on a handoff on a 4th down.
Yeah.
They still get it.
Because their O-line is elite.
Yes.
Their O-line are just absolute
their O-line, the receivers, the running backs, everything is top tier. It's fantastic.
And Motor City Dan Campbell looks like he can still fucking play football. So.
Yeah.
My God, he's a large human being.
Yes,
But I mean, I would love to see the Lions in the Super Bowl. Even if they don't win, I just want them there. Like that would be so rad. But,
I'd love to see Lions in the Super Bowl. Just release them on the field like the Coliseum.
Yeah, like Gladiator. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Lions barely beat the Bears. Okay. But the Browns beat the Steelers in that snow game. And it's like,
it doesn't.
What kind of bears are we talking about? Because I mean, a grizzly can conceivably take a lion.
No, we're talking about like
lion.
Hey boys, we're talking about those.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a full-grown "Hey boys" bear could take a lion.
I don't know. But I do want to shout out this bear, Salty Traveling Sea, for a whopping $20. Dude, you are the best. Thank you so much. He says, a very Merry Christmas and best wishes, my dude. All cheers to the fine lads on the panel. Oh, and oh, hey, Josh. Oh, hey. Hi. Oh, hey, Josh. Hey there. No, Salty, you're the best, brother. Always great to see you. Thank you for the $20. We really appreciate it. And thank you also for saying Merry Christmas. And I think I'm going to make it a very distinct point this year to say Merry Christmas to people as opposed to just like Happy Holidays.
How dare we say Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Merry Christmas from the one true religion, which is the religion of the religion of Jesus Christ. May he bless you. I can't do the Pete Holmes bit. I don't know what it is. But he's got that great bit where he's just going on about, it's like, I don't want to offend anybody. So let me just say, and then goes and just like lays it all out.
I love it.
Well, I mean, just say, Merry Christmas, have a Merry Christmas this year in 2024. And they're like, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. It's like, well, we're in 2024, which is, the time period is based off of Jesus's, we can just talk about how that religion is, or our time frame is based off of, I don't know. That would be part of that bit, though, I feel like. But for Salty, here you go, my friend.
Max, you always make me want to leave the stream and go watch Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Honestly, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because I was on this past Monday on a live stream where we talked about the first part of the Return of the King, and as I watch the trilogy over again, I still find new things that I haven't seen in 20 years. And I actually come to appreciate different cultures more. Like at first I really loved Rohan, and I really was just infatuated with their kind of Viking culture. But now I am so much more I feel like I'd be like, no, I'm a Gondorian, man. Because Gondor is so medieval and Roman and Mediterranean, and that whole, the armor that they wear, everything is just I love it. I love it.
Well, Max, I'm still Rohan, but I just want you to know, if you call for aid, Rohan shall answer.
Rohan will answer. Yeah, because Gondor, we've been corrupted by essentially a Biden, a false imposter on the throne. We've had the steward of Gondor. I will not bow to this ranger from the north. But yeah, so
you'll set yourself on fire and jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Flee for your lives. And then Gandalf just goes bop right in the face. We've also got Cajun Corey for $5. Thank you so much, sir, for the $5. He says Josh has to shout out Margot, because if he doesn't, she gives him a glass of apple pie. If you know, you know. I don't know this one. Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
What's up?
Specified.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I do
but he says Merry Christmas, guys, and congrats to Aaron. Thanks, man. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you for backing. You and Salty, I believe, both backed the campaign. And for those of you who haven't, there is still time. We do have late pledges available.
There you go. Well, speaking of Rohan, cheers to you, Cajun, and hail. Oh no. Did I skip over your Christmas TV shows?
Maybe. I'm just saying. It's fine.
Does Buffy have a good Christmas special?
Dude, so Buffy's Christmas special is will put you in the feels, and it's the backdoor pilot to Angel, and it has everything to do with faith. Not the character faith, but faith.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I mean, I'd still be okay if it was about the character Faith, because
that too.
Eliza
She's in
Dushku
the
rocks.
episode for like a hot second, but yeah.
And it's a very hot second because anytime she's in the episodes, it's hot. Well, just one of the most gorgeous women on the planet, and now she's a doctor that deals in psychedelics, so that's kind of fun.
Oh, so she's a shaman. Good for her.
Shaman.
But basically, like using it for like PTSD and there's a lot of like I guess a lot of the hallucinogenics and things like that, and psychotropic kind of like things they've discovered that it's good with helping soldiers with PTSD or getting over trauma and things like that. There's a lot of practical applications for these plants. So it's a really interesting reading.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's talked about it on his podcast a lot
as he's smoking and joking.
Plus, you can just you can just get stoned to the bejesus and go on a magic carpet ride or whatever.
Kaiser Jose, my 5-year-old loves Lord of the Rings. She's also in love with Frodo. Well, in time, sir, she will come to love the true hero of the story, which is Sam. So even though she likes Frodo, that's great. She will come to understand that Sam is the true hero. Fiend Machine, I agree with you here. I'm more of a Festivus guy myself as well. And we may partake in the feats of strength here in just a few weeks whenever we do our live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Or the airing of grievances. What do you guys want more?
I do that all year long.
I was gonna say I have to bite my tongue with that one.
I got a lot of problems with you people. I'm gonna share them now.
Yeah, because if there's one thing Kyle's really known for on the streams, it's holding back.
Yeah, you'll never know what I really think about anything.
Serenity now.
Insanity.
Serenity. Yeah. That Serenity Now stuff never really works. It just bottles it up.
You're in a nut house. What do you think put me there?
Lloyd Braun. Oh my God, Lloyd Braun.
You're not giving away our water pick.
Well, speaking of Christmas movies and Christmas TV shows and all that good stuff, I saw this the other day. What do you guys think? Home Alone or Elf in a battle between the two? Who do you think wins?
Elf.
Home Alone.
Ooh,
no, Elf wins. Home Alone's Christmas, it's just window dressing.
Oh.
It could have taken place at any time of year. It wouldn't have mattered. They just
but it didn't. It took place at Christmas, so it's a win.
Yeah, well, so does Iron Man 3.
Far superior than Elf.
I wanted to forget that movie.
Yeah. I will say I feel like Aaron has a point. I do feel like Home Alone 2 is not only the better film, but also more Christmassy. So had it been Home Alone 2 versus Elf, I'd say Home Alone 2, but I think Aaron's got a point. Elf takes this one.
The church scene in the original Home Alone is by far more heart than anything that's in Elf. Or Home Alone 2 for that matter.
With the neighbor? I forgot about that too. Yeah, you're right.
That is really good, but I'm gonna see that and I'm just gonna raise you Zooey Deschanel.
No, that's not a winning vote for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's go to the gay.
No, it's.
I'm sorry, Josh. I had you on my side, and then I just
you're good.
shanked you at the first opportunity.
The mere fact that I hate, like, if there's anything that I hate in modern day, it's I'm like cute and adorkable. And I'm just like, fuck off.
But remember, Josh, she was cute and adorkable before everybody was trying to be cute and adorkable. Like she was just the awkward girl. She was great in she was great in Hitchhiker's Guide.
Because that was the whole phase of like pizzas and mustaches and like unicorn rainbows. I'm quirky. I'm a girl. Like that was that whole phase of Zooey Deschanel's like fame, right? Was it that era?
It was like New Girl that like was really like kind of like
that's all she's known for.
Mm-hmm. No, she can sing too.
She can sing, I will admit that. I don't know, Elf gets on my nerves, man. Will Ferrell just bugs the hell out of me. And it like I know that there are some like very heartfelt moments, but I still gotta go with Home Alone. So we've got two Elf, right? We've got. All right, so I'll go Home Alone. Aaron's got Elf. Josh, what are you going with again?
I ended up going
Colonel
Elf. I
Ansel?
said if it was Home Alone 2, I'd pick Home Alone 2. But it's
okay.
Yeah, I'd go with Home Alone too.
Drew?
And now, in what sense, in what way are we saying one is better than the other? I'm trying to.
We'll just say as a
What's
Christmas
a better Christmas movie is what they're kind of going with.
I got to go with Elf on that one.
Oh, so 3 elves. All right. Well, that's it. Sorry, Kyle and I.
Because it's just baked. Christmas is just baked into the whole thing because he's from the North Pole. Well, Santa's in it. It's a Christmas movie, whereas Home Alone just happens to take place at Christmas. But he could be throwing bricks into those guys' faces at any time of year.
Summer vacation.
I'd take that.
Yeah, like the highly underrated Home Alone 3, I believe, takes place during the summer.
Oh no. Home Alone 3. God.
Man.
What about this one? Okay, so I'll preface the Santa Claus is
the
my
Santa Claus
favorite
by far. Don't even
the Santa Claus.
The Polar Express is nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel.
Try this.
Yeah,
Not even close.
The Polar Express not only is just a bad, weird movie, it's absolute nightmare fuel. And the Santa Claus is like by far one of the best, most well-known Christmas movies of all time. In my opinion, I think it's top tier, like S tier level Christmas movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I would have compared the Santa Claus and Christmas with the Cranks, so that you have the battle of
the Tim
Allen. Ooh, yeah.
And Christmas with the Cranks is not great, but
it's
I mean,
awful.
yeah, it is very funny. Yeah.
But the Polar Express is also awful, and it's
in its own way.
It's like Bilbo says, it's butter spread over too much bread.
Yes.
There's like a sequence in there where you're just following the ticket flying around for like what seems like 20 minutes. And you're like, why is this? And then it goes back on the train, and you're like, that accomplished nothing except to kill time.
Yeah. Find another creepy homeless guy on top of the fucking train. It's just like, what the hell are we doing?
He might be a ghost. So he's the ghost of a dead hobo.
Right.
It's like
Christmas.
Look, I live in California. I come across dead hobos all the time. All right. There's nothing surprising or magical about it.
That's a Tuesday. Jeez.
Yeah, there are like specific spots at work that you can actually wipe your shoe off from the fecal matter from the hobos that you come across. So
sometimes they try to kill you with a box cutter for your backpack.
There you go.
I'm just imagining Aaron passing by a dead hobo and being like, Santa?
Oh no.
just to get the reaction that people will be like, yeah, it's fucking California. Keep walking. Keep walking. We'll be back in Florida soon. Just keep walking.
Wait. Hang on a second. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the animated film?
Wait, I don't know what this version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is.
Yeah, that's not Rudolph.
That shit out.
Yeah, I know like the claymation one.
That's the only one you need to know.
Yeah. Someone designed that and then people approved it.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
It looks like he has one of those mutant power suppressor things on his neck. What the hell is that?
It does, from
Jingle All the Way is excruciating, but it wins.
Absolutely. Sinbad is great in that movie.
Yeah.
Now let's, just for the sake of the game, if this were the claymation Rudolph, does Jingle All the Way still win?
No.
No.
You can't.
No, then it loses. Then Jingle All the Way loses badly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get a feel for where we're at here because the very last photo of this whole game actually will show us like the tier rankings and like how I want to see how close we were to what other people gave this because this is a site on Instagram called Puberty. It's got 39.2 million followers on there.
What's it called?
Puberty. Yeah.
Puberty.
So, yeah. Puberty. I'm saying that. I believe I'm saying that correctly. So
I think that's what.
Puberty?
What's the fuck? I can't think of their name now, so the joke is gonna fall flat. Anyways, carry on.
Oh.
All right. That was
What's happening, Roman?
The verbal equivalent of the Polar Express.
Yep.
There you go.
I think that's
Roman.
what Vita Ayala hit was puberty. Boom. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, you brought it back.
I love it. There we go. Roman, go ahead and put your favorite Christmas movie in the chat. And I won't accept anything before like 1960. Okay, we know that you're gonna probably choose one of your old timey, whatevers. But give me something I can work with here.
The greatest Christmas film of all time is actually a silent film starring the late great Charlie Chaplin in an earlier role.
Exactly.
We all thought the George C. Scott Christmas Carol was the first, but no, there was one out in like 1902 or some shit.
1902.
Starring Rudolph Valentino.
With a supporting role of Harold Lloyd.
Now,
Barbara
this
Stanwyck
one
had a supporting role that was a revelation.
This one's interesting because Miracle on 34th Street, this is the remake versus Die Hard.
Nope,
True.
Die Hard.
Right?
Die Hard.
Yeah.
So now if this were the original Miracle on 34th Street, what are we
Die
saying?
Hard. We talk
Still
about more
Die Hard?
Christmassy. It's obviously Miracle on 34th Street, but I
Yeah.
enjoy Die Hard.
Die Hard. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, this is a weird
Okay.
comparison because
Yeah,
they are two
very
very
odd.
different.
Well, yeah, that's the tough part. Yeah. I still got to go Die Hard, even though what's funny is that in Die Hard, there are a lot of Christmas elements baked into the film. So
Yeah,
it's not just, it takes place on Christmas. It's like, oh no, there are multiple payoffs with the Christmas moniker.
Yeah, like I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
It was at a Christmas party that he was there and had
Right.
invited to. It's like, okay.
And the very first song is the Run DMC Christmas remix or whatever it is. So yeah,
This is Christmas music.
there you go. I do like when what's his name, Snape, the actor of Snape,
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. Thank you. When he pretends to be an American and he goes, "Oh God, don't kill me."
Well,
You're
when
one
you
of them, aren't
realize
you?
One of them.
when you realize that his American accent is what Benedict Cumberbatch is just aping as Doctor Strange, it really takes on a whole new meaning for you.
All right, well then it's Die Hard unanimously over Miracle on 34th Street. This was interesting. Narnia, I didn't know was a Christmas movie, but I guess it's just winter-y. Like it's
I'm gonna go with
I've
I'm
seen
going to go with
Frosty.
Narnia because that
Oh.
Frosty the Snowman is awful. I think that's, if I'm thinking that's the one where he says, "I have but one life to melt for my country." And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
What is happening? There must have been some patriotism in that old
I
story
guess
they
so.
found.
Well,
Um,
communism was a problem.
Hmm. Yeah, Roman of the Empire says balls, White Christmas. The World War II background with the friendship between Bing and Danny is the best thing ever.
Yeah,
Kyle loves that
And we
movie.
love him. We love him.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that's
super
great.
gay
There's-
friendship. It's definitely those two in that movie.
That's right. That's right.
Very
There's,
subtle undertones.
Mm.
Especially when Danny Kaye starts doing that, the theater, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
see. But
Hello.
Yeah.
no, there's a lot. Like I watch that one every year, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, and there's a lot of high hilarity in there. Like when they just start singing a song about snow on the train, and it's like this is the stupidest song I've ever heard.
You guys were all on cocaine, weren't you?
Yeah, they were talking about they were enjoying some snow, all right.
Yep. Oh yeah. White Christmas indeed.
That was all of Hollywood, right? I mean,
Yep.
So this is kind of interesting. I didn't even remember that this was on here. This is your favorite one, Aaron, Muppet Christmas Carol, versus The Nightmare Before Christmas, which arguably is a Halloween movie, but I don't know.
More of a Halloween movie, I think. But
Yeah, even though it's taking place at Christmas time, I watched Nightmare Before Christmas around Halloween instead of Christmas.
Okay.
So,
Likewise.
Muppet Christmas
Well,
it is.
Yeah.
So then Muppet Christmas, I think, will take it. So this is what they showed, and I disagree with almost every single one of these. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can zoom in here, but I'll read them off for our those who are just kind of tuning in or listening. Oh, it's not going to let me zoom in. All right. So Home Alone versus Klaus, which is Klaus is the animated Netflix film. Home Alone 1.
no,
Okay.
absolutely not.
I get it because of the classicness of it, but Klaus, I might pick that one over Home Alone.
I picked Klaus over everything on this list.
That actually, that might be a good point. I don't know. Elf versus Edward Scissorhand, which
is that
is
a
kind
Christmas movie?
I was about to say, I don't know. I think it maybe just
ends with snow.
It ends with snow,
yeah.
He's doing like the ice sculptures, but I never thought of
I
that
guess. Yeah. I was trying to like when I think of that, I always think about him trimming like the hedges.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah,
yeah.
Trimming them hedges, am I right, ladies?
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
And they love it. Those ladies love it. Baby. Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands? Yeah, I guess they do. Like Edward Scissorhands.
Also,
I'm gonna put a dream.
What the fuck that Edward Scissorhands is on here and Batman Returns is not? Like what the? What
Batman Returns is a superior Christmas movie.
What
to,
is
100%.
how about a Kiss Anti-Claus?
Mistletoe can be deadly.
If you eat it. A kiss can be deadlier if you mean it. Yeah.
Hold on. Cal
and I just saw that tonight. Yeah, Cal and I we just saw that tonight in theater.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And this right here, this is the original Batman Returns watch. Batman Returns came out on my birthday back in '92, I believe. My dad gave this to me. I still have it to this day, and yes, it still works. And granted, it is not a good film by any means. It is a good bad film like Roadhouse because there's a lot of problems with that film, but it's still a fun movie.
It's a better film than the first Batman.
Ooh, interesting.
That's a bold take. I realize.
Yeah, is it better than Batman: The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh yeah. Like I can watch Batman Returns. That moment's so good. That's the thing. The high points of Batman Returns are better than the high points in a lot of other Batman media.
It's better than the Matt Reeves Batman film. I'll say that.
Oh God, yes it is.
I got to rewatch this now. It's been a while since I was a kid when I saw this as well. I wasn't even born when this came out, though. So, yeah.
Saying that a Tim Burton film has problems, though, I mean, that's kind of par for the course. He's not a great... Yeah. He doesn't string things together really well. Like when Batman punches through the bottom of the Batmobile to remove the little thing that's controlling the Batmobile.
I'm like
in the novelization, in the script, in even the comic book version, it's explained to you that there's panels that, so basically Batman punches through a panel, an access panel to get down there. But like Tim Burton's direction is so off and like it's so dark that it just looks like he punches through the floor of the car.
Yeah.
Like your paper mache Batmobile, huh? How did they get through our defense system here?
Some things had to be sacrificed in order to create that Bat missile, which is really only it's only that specific situation that you would need that.
Thank God.
I showed Kyle Hot Toys is putting that out. It's gonna be coming out next year. It's like $750, the Bat missile. Yeah.
Oh my God.
My brother had that when we were kids. So like he had the Bat missile Batmobile. It was pretty cool.
$750. My goodness.
No, McFarlane's gonna put one out for like $85.
You should.
Yeah.
How many variants? There'll be 5 variants of it too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Jokerized one. Yeah.
Well, you got to make a shit version that goes out to regular, and then after 3 months, then you put one on Amazon that's actually better.
Yeah.
Josh, that painting is really cool, man. Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
hold up.
Oh, don't fall.
Okay. Whoops. I'm knocking stuff over. This was Adam's art box. So it's the same guy that did my Ninja Turtles. Hold on. Yep.
Oh.
So I don't know if you can see Ninja Turtles up there.
Right, yeah.
And then I've got the Crow over here. So it's all the same guy.
Oh, that's cool, man.
But
Josh, you'll be excited. You'll be excited to know that the Crow has an appearance in Kneel Before Doomface.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh. That's rad.
Nice.
Yeah. Josh collects that artist, I feel like, as much, or maybe not as much as Kyle collects Aaron Lopresti images, though.
Yeah.
Aaron Lopresti's original pieces, I think you have probably like 5 of, Kyle.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If you have to count on both hands, yeah.
Yeah, I have 7.
Yeah, I've only got 4 things from Adam. So,
but they're good. I mean, they look great.
Yeah, the only other thing I didn't show because it's on the wall and I don't want to try to pull it off is I have a Catwoman, but it's from the end where she takes her mask off and she's kind of got
the crazy hair,
crazy
hair.
Yeah,
and the eye makeup all.
Yep.
I've got Kyle. I've got you beat on the Presti pieces, but in fairness to you, I have known him for 30 years.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You're catching up pretty well.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying.
Yeah,
slacker, I swear.
Yeah.
Lepresti's stuff is like, I can't decide whether I want him to do like a beautiful woman or a grotesque, horrific monster because he's both. He's really good at both.
He can be
both.
both.
Sludge.
Yeah, do both.
Sludge any day, man.
Do Sludge holding like a beautiful damsel in distress.
Sludge versus Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, Home Alone beat Klaus. Elf beat Edward Scissorhands. It's a Wonderful Life lost to Jack Frost.
What?
Wait. When you say Jack Frost, are you talking about the Michael Keaton one or the one where the horror version where the snowman kills a woman in the shower? Because
they're both equally good.
Blockbuster.
You know who that woman was in the shower, Aaron? You know who that was?
Mm-mm.
Shannon Elizabeth, American Pie.
Was it really?
Right,
yeah.
Now as I continue to go through these, just understand how insane the public is. Like, I don't know where they ended up getting the final decision for a lot of these, but it's ridiculous. So yeah, Jack Frost beat It's a Wonderful Life wild. A Christmas Story beat The Man Who Invented Christmas. I've never seen that movie.
I've not seen that movie either, but
that's
the Christmas
stacked,
Story,
of course. A
Christmas Story makes sense.
Yeah. So that one's a good choice. This one was tough though. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus the Santa Claus.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's
like
tough.
I still have to go with the Santa Claus. But I mean, National Lampoon's is just. I mean, when you think of a Christmas movie, that's the first one that comes to mind. Almost
iconic. I mean,
yeah.
And when you think of like which one is more quotable, Christmas Vacation has it hands down. There's so many lines from that.
Forever.
Cousin between Cousin Eddie and Chevy, just they're nuts in that movie. I love it.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your own ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
I like that when he brings the gift in to the boss, it's the same gift as like all the other ones.
The same.
I'm gonna install that new pool with my Christmas bonus.
On December 1st, my friend Tammy always just sends me a text that says "Shitter's full."
They can't have 9 lives; you just spend them all.
I'm biased, and though National Lampoon's probably has a better shot at winning, I still would probably choose the Santa Claus. But the Santa Claus won on this one, which National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation lost on the first round. I mean, that's not even fair. It needs to get to the second round.
That's poorly put up. That they shouldn't have put those two together like that.
Not at all. Because I would say they'd be in the final round, those two.
They should be, yeah.
Polar Express beat Krampus, which again I disagree with. I love that Krampus film. It was actually really cool.
So.
Polar Express should be burned and.
Yeah.
People really like that film. I don't understand that.
I don't know.
I think it's one of those things that because of the book, people are like, "Oh no, this is a classic. We have to like."
That's two different things. The book is a classic, absolutely. I love the book.
I know. Listen, I'm not saying people are smart. I'm saying they're retarded and think that because of the book, they have to vote for the movie. That or they're just slurping on Tom Hanks's dick. But one of
there
is that. Yeah. Did you see his face when Ricky Gervais called him out? Yeah, I think there's something going on.
Yeah, I think that.
I think he's waiting for that Epstein list to come out. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, has he left the country yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Ellen has. Ellen's all the way over in the UK. So.
Yep.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas beat out the Christmas Chronicle. So Christmas Chronicles is the one on Netflix with Snake.
Kurt
Snake
Russell?
Plissken. Kurt Russell, yeah.
I mean, it's not very good except for Kurt Russell.
I was gonna say who gives a shit? Like those two both suck. I hate that Grinch. Now the OG Christmas, how the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yeah, now we got something. But
where his heart grew 3 sizes that day or whatever, and it breaks the thing.
I don't like the Jim Carrey movie.
No, it's creepy. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
the
Boris
only
Karloff as the Grinch is classic. He is the Grinch.
Yeah, and Tony the Tiger, the voice of Tony the Tiger singing the song. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The only funny part that I do like of that film is when he goes, ooh, ah, and then he's like, that's it, I'm not going. But that's like the only funny part, if there is.
Boo.
Boo, get another.
It's too much mugging. It's too much Jim Carrey.
Yep.
It's like Jim Carrey without any boundaries. Just
little
Jim
of that
Carrey
guy goes a long way. I'll be honest here. I didn't care for the Ace Ventura films either. Just too much Jim Carrey. There's things in them that I think are funny.
Yeah.
But like it's too much. Like it what were we talking about earlier? Elf. Elf is a movie that like I have to watch in quarters. Like I have to divide it up into 4, and that's like anything
too much. Too much Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah, look, if I'm being not to be like anti-Christmas, but there's a lot of Christmas movies I just have on in the background while I'm like cleaning my room, doing laundry, and I'm like, well, got my Christmas fix. There we go. Also,
however, go ahead.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
What?
Remember that?
That's another one film that's been subject to editing after the fact. Like there's a that's been completely taken out. It's the scene where he's at the tank. He's like, I'm asking Felvitz, the trainer of the Dolphins. You want to talk to the Dolphin? You talk to me. That is completely gone now. You cannot find it unless you find it on the TV or the VHS. Otherwise, if you find it digitally or on TV, it's a completely cut scene they put into that place now.
Why is it gone?
I have no probably.
I don't know.
Allegedly, a gay guy, maybe. I don't know.
I do like
Nadia. Sorry, Max. Nadia, I see you saying clip it. That was a plunger on my face. That was not me doing something else. It's when he realizes Einhorn is Finkel and Finkel is Einhorn. He's like, I just kissed a man. So then he's like bathing in the shower, and then
it plays the crying game. Yeah.
His clothes on fire.
No.
I do have to say, in the second one, him trying to get out of the rhino decoy is pretty damn hilarious.
That's iconic. It's iconic.
And then the kid, the little doesn't a little kid see him coming out? Like,
the kid.
Everybody throws up.
I'm just giving birth.
I just like the simple line of if he's like, if I'm not back in a little bit, just wait a little longer. Just like stupid stuff like that. It's like, all right, okay, well. So
just think when he leaves the temple, he's got the slinky going down the stairs. Isn't that incredible?
2 out of 3.
Could we do it one more time?
Miracle on 34th Street beat Violent Night. That tracks. I mean, that's
Sure.
Die Hard beat White Christmas.
Yes.
Good.
I mean, look, you couldn't get a modern audience to sit through White Christmas.
Unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Oh yeah, modern audience. I see what you did there. Okay. So this one everyone's going to be pissed at. That random Down syndrome Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animation beat out Scrooge.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
No, absolutely
no
not.
Fucking way in hell.
I think that's the case. Just like the Polar Express. Probably people thought it was the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, it's got to be. Jingle All the Way, Frosty Snowman. Frosty beat out Bad Santa. I never saw that Bad Santa one, but people like it.
That's a classic.
That shitty Frosty movie should beat out Bad Santa, actually. I mean, look, because here's the thing, like Bad Santa is a very specific type of movie. And, you know, like if you're showing it to an audience, like you want to watch Christmas movies and you put on Bad Santa versus like a classic, like, you know, a classic like Frosty.
Right.
Frosty's going to win.
Yeah. Gremlins lost to Narnia.
That's bullshit. Gremlins.
That's interesting.
That's weird.
I mean, Gremlins is more of a monster movie, but
than a Christmas movie.
A Christmas movie. I mean, it does take place at Christmas, and there's a lot of really great, Christmassy moments in it.
Yep.
Like I love when she's coming down, like just when the gremlins have hatched and you haven't seen them yet, and she's coming downstairs because like all of us, like she goes up and she's, and then all of a sudden it starts playing, "Do you hear what I hear?" really loud, and she comes downstairs, and that first shot you see of the gremlin sitting in the kitchen eating the cookie, and the way that like when he hears her make that noise and his head swivels and his ears go up, I was like, the future is now. I was like, this is the most amazing puppetry I've ever seen. It's so real.
We've arrived.
And then later you see him walking in the snow and you're like, okay, we're not there yet.
We're here.
By the way,
it looks like baby
when
Grogu,
they were walking in the snow, why weren't they popping off little gremlins left and right?
Ah, yeah, it is technically a version of water. Yeah, they should have.
And it's good as soon as it comes in contact with their skin, it's gonna,
You would think.
All the other movies that were on that list, I didn't even. It was just like, yeah. The one that I really missed though was the Charlie Brown Christmas. I like that one. That's
that
like
was
one
a show,
of the.
though.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, then never mind. It was a like a special. You're right. So,
what about the Garfield Christmas specials? What about that?
Yeah,
so we're gonna talk TV.
Lasagna.
Garfield and Friends, man. Like, you know what? Don't disparage the Garfield and Friends cartoon, okay? I will get Joe Corallo in here, and he will fight all of you.
I believe it. Or he'll roast me on my own birthday, and then
that's right. Roast that. Fuck you.
Now I can see why that guy killed himself on your birthday, Matt. Thanks, Joe.
So good.
Well, before we get into show and tell, I got to share this bad boy. Go check out Aaron's Kickstarter, Kneel Before Doomface. He just had a live stream on Wes's channel earlier this week on Tuesday. You can go check out the Kickstarter here at this link. It's also in the description of the video. And though the Kickstarter campaign has ended, you can still go and back and pledge and fund and all that good stuff. So, can you, Aaron, remind me, can you pledge or do you have to go onto the main site to get the books?
No, you can still pledge. Like when you go there, it says it's like right at the top, like although the campaign is ended, you can still late pledge and then you and it'll take you through. And people have we've jumped up over 19,000. Well,
oh my gosh,
in close. So yeah, it's doing really well. And I just hired Josh Howard to do the 3-page Colonel Silverstreak PSA. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Amazing. Okay, that'll be cool.
Renzo can't do it all. I'm killing him.
I definitely need more Silverstreak in my life because I need more toxic masculinity.
That's right. Yeah, you're gonna get it, man. I was writing something today that was like cracking me up with Colonel Silverstreak. So
love it. So yeah, go check out Kneel Before Doomface, and then the other one that we've got tonight to showcase is Drew Dolan has a. So what is this, Drew? Could you kind of give us a brief understanding of what the Whatnot live stream is going to be? Because I do see, here's the Whatnot page, and then here's the image that you had sent me earlier. But tell us about this special holiday event.
Yeah, so I got invited by the Comic Mint on their.
Oh, hold on a sec. Is his audio super low?
He's it's like he's whispering to us.
I thought he was doing an ASMR channel now. Sorry, Drew.
See if that works.
It's still pretty low. Let me see if I can edit it on my end.
Drew, try shouting everything.
Does that work?
Nope.
You're still low.
Wow.
Oh.
You're not high.
Nope.
Gonna get high.
Hi, I'm Drew, and I'm here to talk to you about some comics that I'm going to be doing.
I'm gonna do some Whatnot comics.
It doesn't work.
Listen.
Isn't that better?
Tonight on the coast.
Yeah, it's still pretty
Current
low.
time is 10:41 p.m. on the East Coast here.
Yeah. Drew, did you pop out and then pop back in?
Yeah, I had to change out my headphones. They weren't working that well.
Oh,
now your
maybe
mic's
that's
not
what.
working that well.
Yeah, your mic's not plugged in or something.
No, or maybe. Oh, you know what? Your mic is probably coming through the headphones. I'm wondering if, or vice versa. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold
Well,
on, let me
while
try
you're
to see if that. Yeah, no, better.
This
Nope.
is like the nerd
About
crew
that.
when they're
Is that
trying to
better?
do it. Oh, there you
Oh.
go.
There you go.
That's better. Okay.
Nope, no, it's not actually.
Funny.
Now it's
Funny
a different kind of weird.
Yeah, now it's
I mean, it's different.
like
it's
a
different than
metal
it was before.
squink, a metallic squink.
It does actually
How about
feel
that?
like
Is
the
that better?
last.
There.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
Let's hear you give us a couple tests on there.
Test,
Say
test. 1, 2,
sibilance.
3.
Sibilance.
Test, test. Syphilis. 1, 2. Syphilis.
You're coming in hot.
Yeah, the Human Torch applied for a bank loan.
Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
There you go.
The rapist had oddly shaped feet.
So yeah, Drew, kind of give us a quick rundown of what we got going on here.
Yeah, so TCM Press on their Whatnot channel, they have invited me on Sunday, December 15th at I think 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're doing an artist creator showcase. So they're going to be selling a bunch of my different books I've worked on, including Born of Blood, Unholy Nightmare, stuff I've done with Murat Michaels, the Cat vs. Naughty and Nice, the Battlefield and United Meet Red Sonja. They're going to be selling all of my books, all my variants during a live stream on Whatnot. So you're going to be able to see, if you're not familiar with my work, you're going to be able to see all those books I worked on. You're going to get to see some exclusive medals and some preview editions to books that haven't been seen since they first came out, including some topless Ariel Diaz editions and topless Tristan Thompson ones that I had like the first and last topless nip slip he'd ever do. So yeah, you're gonna be able to see those during that live sale.
Dude, that sounds amazing. Yeah. Whatnot is seriously the comic seller platform of the future. I think as a comic book seller, if you're not using Whatnot, you're kind of behind the game. I know eBay's trying to enter into that space as well, but Whatnot really has it down, man, and they're doing some great work. So I'm glad the Comic Mint is selling on here. So yeah, if you guys want, go check out this. I'll go ahead and see if I can send this link in the chat here for everyone. But this will be you can have it saved and you can have it notify you on Sunday, December 15th at 5 p.m. Now is that 5 p.m. Pacific on Pacific or Eastern?
I believe that is Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when it's. So it's going to be. Actually, I'm sorry. 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern is when it starts, I believe.
Good
8
deal.
PM. Yeah.
Sweet, man. No, this is going to be rad. And there you are, Drew Dolan, at Dolan Waddick. And then you've got two others that we're still waiting on, right? So some mystery boxes.
Yeah, they're. I can't say who, but they're working on getting some. They got plans and schemes to get a couple people onto the stream. But yeah, like I said, there are books that people have wanted from Born in Blood, certain editions that we swear they're gone, they're out, but I'm putting them up, because I don't want to be reminded of the past, while paying from that series. So this is your chance to own some history.
Sweet, dude. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing, man. I appreciate you giving us the rundown of those. Now let us get into some comics for this week. So I'll go ahead and pull this up for us. Now, I don't know. Overall, what did you guys think of the week? Like, if you had one word to kind of describe the books this week, would it be like underwhelming? Oh, Josh, yes, I believe you have your hand up there.
I think my word would be bruh.
That's actually pretty accurate. That's very accurate. Yeah. Bruh.
Bruh.
Meh.
Meh. Meh's okay. Yeah, it's if face palm, the act of face palming, if that were a word, I'd probably have that encapsulated as
not a stink palm, but a face palm.
I guess? Yeah. Can I guess Kyle's word?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah. That's about right.
I read one good fucking book this week. This fucking week was absolute dog shit. Dog shit is my word.
Actually, Kyle, you missed out on one book that could have probably been your top book. arguably, if I think you would have read it. So there could have been 2 books, but I think it was just the one.
Just one.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that Drew tearing a comic
I was opening a package I got.
So Drew, your mic is pretty hot while you're opening these packages.
Damn it!
I know.
Also, it's like you're yelling at us. We didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
I'm opening a package, guys.
It's not
I'm
bad.
opening. Yeah, I forgot to do show and tell. So Jack had to remind us. Now, I don't have anything this week for show and tell. I think the guys will have some show and tell here in about a week or 2. So
Possibly.
at that point in time, we'll definitely show some stuff off. But in the meantime, I think Drew has something that he wants to show. So while he's getting that opened up, let's get right into some show and tell. Very nice. Yeah, and then Aaron, do you have something as well? I think I see you.
I have the Wanderer from The Last Ronin.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, he wanders.
Nice.
I have not opened it yet, but there he is.
That looks
Man
nice.
Who Wanders. That's cool.
Very nice.
I like it. I'm gonna go back to here. When did you get that one?
Yesterday.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right.
Is
Drew
Drew still opening his package?
I
He
believe
would be able to hear it if he
I'm-
was.
I'm ready to go.
Go.
All right, let's see what you got, Drew. Take out that package.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Excuse me while I
whoa.
whip this out.
Yeah.
For the first one I got is a Wizard World Chicago exclusive Comic-Con edition to Captain America #1 by Rob Liefeld.
Ooh, that's cool. I've never even seen that before. That's rad.
And another one is, since I'm going to be working on the series, spoiler alert, announcing it here. In a certain, maybe someone else in the panel could be assisting with it. Naughty and Nice. This is one of the very first issues of Naughty and Nice. I think this is issue #1. This is a 100 of 100.
Oh wow,
By
the last one. That's cool.
Yeah.
I see that there are some parts covered up there.
Yes, for the YouTubes.
Ah, thank you, sir.
And last thing, this came in earlier this week. Gotta show
Oh,
it off.
this is so cool. Yeah.
This bad boy right here.
Wow. That is unbelievable, man. Go ahead and for our listeners who may not be watching right now, what are we looking at here?
So this is the original Xerox copies. The original Xerox copies of Rob's art he submitted for Youngblood. This is a brain fart. It's a wrap cover he did, and these are the original Xeroxes, and I got them from his Whatnot stream, and he signed them up there at the very top. So yeah, I had to have them. And
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
the fact you-
look at the 16 pack on Die Hard there.
I know.
Hey, he's a-
Elongated torso.
Hey, he's a robot. Of course he's got that. Come on.
Uh-huh.
So wait, you won this?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, no,
cool.
I bought it. I
Oh,
won the auction.
He won the auction.
Oh,
He
I
opened
was
the
like,
bid on it, is what you meant to say.
He had the winning bid.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, bro, I've never won anything in my life. That's so cool. But no, you bid on it and won the auction. Okay.
What are you talking
what
about,
the
Max?
fuck
Oh,
You're
is
watching
wrong with
Batman
you?
versus Superman. What the
Time
fuck are you doing?
What is going on?
Fucking God.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I
Oh
saw
my God,
Superman.
Drew! I would rather find out
Fuck
that you were watching
off.
hardcore pornography.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I literally thought, how funny would it be if Drew's like over here watching porn and just reflecting, and then I stopped mid thought. It was like, is that fucking Batman v Super? That is fucking. Oh fuck! I'm saying something.
I
I had to
saw
have something
Superman-
entertaining on the TV, and
Jesus.
it's
okay.
the
Well,
it's the 3-hour edition, so this should go run most of the time when we're live. So
entertaining, huh? All right. Well, that'll be.
There we thank you.
you.
We're not entertaining enough, I guess.
We're so boring that you have to put on the worst DC movie out there.
No.
Maybe it would have been better if Zack Snyder had already started his love affair with Mags Visaggio at that point and brought Mags in.
I only thing that would have
I mean, Murder Man and Captain Hypocrite is pretty dang bad. So I'd probably rather not watch that. But man, I mean, you could be watching any Christmas movie that we talked about. Ugh.
I love it when characters say we need to talk instead of just talking.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Or when they do try and talk and Superman just says the bat is dead, don't come back, instead of just being like, hey, can we get this like straightened out here, right? Like, nope.
Like we have a just a conversation here. That's not cool enough for Zack Snyder. It's not edgy enough.
Yeah, you mean Superman, the character that is known for actually trying to have that character?
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, if Zack Snyder had ever put Superman in one of his movies, we might have seen that. But
let's keep in mind, Zack Snyder's Batman has sex, and he doesn't know about Batman elsewhere. And I'm like, well, tell me you didn't read comics without telling me you didn't read comics. Thanks.
His Batman has sex and he drinks, but he also does CrossFit. He just does all the stuff, all the cool stuff.
Yeah, man, hell yeah.
Punk rock.
Well, I can say he did at least read The Death of Superman, because the reason why Henry Cavill has a hairy chest in Man of Steel and his friends, because Superman, if you read Death of Superman, he had a hairy chest.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I feel like
I used
Snyder...
Death of Superman to prove that to my friend Marie when she's like, I don't think Superman should have a hairy chest. We saw Man of Steel, and I was like, first of all, that's the least of that movie's problems.
Yeah.
Let me show you some comics.
Yeah, I think him getting revenge on a guy at a bar by like destroying his truck on a telephone pole is kind of problematic for
the guy's livelihood. Actually, what he does for a living. Yeah.
Also,
because he poured beer on his head.
Pretty low profile after the lesson that him letting his dad die taught him.
Yeah, right.
You forgot.
They're not ready for it, Clark. They're not ready for you. Okay, when are they going to be ready, Dad? So,
Hey, guys, go into the IHOP for safety. Immediately punches a Kryptonian through the IHOP.
Hey, you're that fucking kid that picked on me. I'm gonna fucking kill you and destroy your. Jesus.
Plausible deniability.
Don't worry, everyone. I'm here to save the day. This means hope.
Krypton had its chance. Just heat visions all of the little babies.
Yeah, did we forget that Superman, like, I know everybody always talks about him like breaking Zod's neck, but it's like, is that really surprising after he committed genocide by allowing the Kryptonian Codex to be destroyed? Like,
Yep.
Krypton had its chance. Let's abort all these Krypton babies.
Oh my god.
There's really no difference between this Superman and Jason Aaron's Superman and Absolute Superman at all.
I was just about to say that. It was like Zack Snyder went to the future, read Absolute Superman, came back and made this movie.
Or it's like Batman, because Batman murders tons of people in that warehouse scene that we went over. So
in his
car.
And his car, yes.
I would say in Batman Returns, he does a lot. Count and I were counting the murders he had in Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Well, in the first Batman, in the first Batman movie, he blows up Axis chemicals,
and there's tons of goons in there, and scientists who are just working there, like guys that are just like I'm just working. I don't even talk.
And like a maintenance guy who's like, I don't know who all these new guys are, and I don't know why they hired like a birthday clown or something.
Yeah.
It's somebody's birthday, but
I like the health plan here though. Everything's kind of nice.
It's like the independent contractor argument in Return of the Jedi from Clerks.
Mm-hmm.
I was just that was going to be my next thing. Like,
but
are
now
there
we know that,
independent
now we know
contractors
those were but it was all Geonosians. Now we know that it was all just a bunch of bug people.
Oh.
And bug people aren't people. They're like midgets.
No. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started. The Warhammer community had a pretty much a field day this past week because some guy on YouTube likened the bugs in Warhammer and in Warhammer 40K and the bugs in Starship Troopers to minorities, and I was like, that's kind of an odd. That's a weird way to look at that, right? So it was fascinating because he was like, the Space Marines are really actually just space commies, right? And they're like a bunch of fascists and Nazis because the bugs are minorities and they feel things. And it's like, did you call like Jewish people bugs? Is that what you're trying to like make them? It's
when you're
weird.
up to show how anti-racist you are, shows how racist you are.
more
exactly.
Racist? Yeah, it's like oh no.
Like that's
Retards
not a
are
good
gonna
comparison.
retard.
Speaking of retarded books, or retards just in general, we had some retarded books that came out this week. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just get right into it, shall we? With Nyx, because I don't want to bury the lead here, but Drew, you texted us earlier and said, guys, you have to read Nyx. It is the best X-Men book this week. So we said, all right, we'll read it. We want to hear you out and see what you're talking about. So what did you think of Nyx issue number 6?
I think if there's an argument for why Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing should get Amazing Spider-Man and Batman, it's the series. They're showing why they're the best in the modern day big two. They're geniuses.
Yeah.
How does that hand?
Look at that hand in the first panel. Does that look fucked up to you?
It's
like
your pinkies on the...
Is that a pinky that was like cut off from somebody else and they transplanted a much smaller pinky onto?
Yeah, no, it doesn't look great. I forgot that this was Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing. I know a lot of people say like, oh, they're super nice dudes, and that's cool, but man, this book is just out of touch. It just feels like, hey, what do we do for our gay characters? Let's just have them make out they can't take their hands off each other, always making out. Let's talk about how gay they are. And the dialogue doesn't really make sense here.
That cover gave me AIDS.
Well, yeah, I mean that.
This Wes posted this page, and I was like, I didn't know who wrote it. I was like, this is the worst thing that I have ever read.
A whole page dedicated to going through a fucking metal detector. I could not believe it.
Yep.
Unreal.
And the art is terrible. The art is
awful.
terrible.
Josh,
I mean, if you were an artist and you were given this script, would you try?
There's a sense of like, oh, I want to have pride in my work, but at the same time, you're like, oh,
there's a lot of pride in this work.
Oh yeah. Especially when the gay character goes, hey babe, can you get me that pride shirt outside? It's like, of course he's gonna get the gay pride shirt merch. Like, yeah.
Babe, can you do the merch run, gay pride, the pride shirt and a medium?
The pride shirt from it's like, oh, the schmedium. Good job, guys.
We've got the ham-handedness of everything in this book.
It's like they can't. There's not one moment where the other guy is not physically like I have to have my hands on you like the whole time.
I mean, look at this line here. You've got, hey David, yeah babe. They kiss, and then he goes, you make an excellent point. Like,
it makes no sense.
That's real life.
They do it in the the metal detector. It's like people are trying to get through here, sir.
I know that I'm a homo, right? But if you guys ever see me do that shit, please hate crime me with the baseball bat, okay?
I'll be like, Mags, loan me your baseball bat.
Yeah. And I'll let everybody know around me. This is a hate crime. He deserves it.
Guys, it's all right. It's a hate crime. He's gay.
Point of personal privilege. He deserves to get his ass
point
beat.
Point of personal privilege. This whole page didn't make a lick of sense. Like the dialogue doesn't seem like it's actual people talking to each other, right?
Nope.
Laura, Jamie, all access pass. The lady says, yo. What?
I don't know what that meant.
I feel like I'm having a fever dream.
I still don't know what it means. What does that
mean? It means, yeah. Oh, man. Pacemaker. Oh, the beep. Okay, gotcha. So wait, you weren't messing with me? Who's messing? I'm never messing with you. Wait, and then this is the other thing. Is it Kamala or Kamala? Who knows?
Whatever you want.
Well, in this case, it's Kamala. Kamala.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So in the other case, it's stupid drunken whore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, I was having trouble.
Yeah.
Earlier. Now let's get dazzled, shall we?
Yes, and did they do a quickie like in the bathroom? Why is his shirt completely unbuttoned here?
Yeah, Yeah, because see the rainbow speed thing, like
yeah.
Well, he's at a Taylor Swift concert. Of course, it'll just do that to you.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean Dazzler. Sorry, not Taylor Swift.
Dazzler.
Definitely not Taylor Swift.
Oh no, it's definitely not an allegory.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Why don't I even say allegory? There is no allegory in these books whatsoever. It is just beating you over the head with like the subtext is not poignant and nuanced. It is just
the subtext does not exist in this book.
This is as subtle as making the character whose name looks like a-hole every time you read it, making him gay, and then making a character named D-Man gay. Like you might as well put him and D-Man together. These are the two, just say these are the two great tastes that go great together.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so heavy-handed.
That's a good question, Aaron. Why haven't we seen D-Man recently? I would have thought these jackasses would have been all over D-Man.
All over that D, man?
All over the D.
Now, guys, is friendship about acceptance?
Fuck you. I don't accept shit from you.
But Wolverine, Laura X23, Wolverine says that friendship's all about acceptance.
No.
Which, by the way, she's just, they're not even trying anymore. Like, she's just Wolverine now. Like, Marvel has fully just embraced her.
They can try.
They can keep trying. It doesn't matter. Like they can keep, just like they kept telling us that Captain Marvel was popular. It's just like, you can keep saying it. You can keep saying it, but the fact of the matter is she's not Wolverine. She will never be Wolverine. And if I may, you know what? I'm gonna do a little Claremont riff here. She's not Wolverine. She will never be Wolverine. You're a fool to try, as is anyone in your office who thinks you could succeed.
Brilliant.
Indeed.
Brilliant. And try they have, because even in the intro, they go, as well as her Professor Prodigy and local mutant residents, a-hole? Anal?
It's anal.
Anal. It's anal.
As the local mutant residents, Anal and Wolverine. And I read that and I was like, wait, Wolverine's in this book? And then I go, oh, no, wait, never mind. It's Anal and X23, Laura Kinney.
Mm-hmm.
So,
can we talk about just go back up just a little bit? Because I know we're shitting on this for a bunch of like stuff that deserves to be shit on. But
I don't think the art is that. I don't think the art is that bad. I think there's genuinely some decent panels here.
Maybe like 20% of the panels.
Yeah, but like I said, like, are you going to do your best on this script? I don't think so.
I mean, it's one of those things that like my name's tied to this, and people are going to think this is what I do. So you've got the Flash.
Yeah, exactly. My name is tied to this. Yeah. I need to like. I wish it wasn't. Yeah, can I use a pen name on this?
Yeah.
You have that flash of color, right? So it's like, because they do a terrible job of trying to signify like, hey, someone's coming, because it's also Dazzler. So you see the sparkly hand. So you're like, is this Dazzler? What the fuck's going on? You've got this Flash, which you're like, I don't know what's going on here. And then scroll down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Right here, you have her acceptance line, her sniffing, then the person that's the mystery person that made the Flash, that maybe Dazzler, maybe not Dazzler. No way, there's no way. And then it's you, and then it's this guy, and not the person that they're trying to allude to through the whole issue. Of like, this person's coming.
The only character that has any marketability in this book is Laura Kinney. And they handed it to a team that is just going to ruin her marketability.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But no, that's such a great point, Josh, because anyone else, like any regular mainstream comic book reader would see this and go like, wait, what? Like, what is this? And then as they would go down, they wouldn't recognize that the art style here for the eyes and the art style here, and then the art style up top on these ones are a little bit different, signifying that Dazzler like appearance, right? But I think just the sequential storytelling is not good here. Like I think it's objectively poor, because like you said, if it's alluding to,
Yeah, this isn't Dazzler, by the way. It's not, but still.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm just
rough.
So then
there's nothing about this team, nothing about this book that matters. Or that, should be, like this. No. I can't, like I saw that Perch said that like he was the solicitations for issue 8. And I'm like, it's on issue 8 out of spite, right? There's no way this book is selling.
No. Do people actually buy this shit? Says
No.
Rye Guy.
No, they do
not. No.
Max, what we need to do, we need to read the reviews on League of Comic Geeks. We need to see what people are saying about this.
Well, it had an 88% positive. Like, what the hell?
Jesus God.
Now, what's worse, this or Fire and Ice? Y'all remember Fire and Ice and how bad that shit was last year?
I would say Fire and Ice. I think Fire and Ice was worse.
Listen, your shit is shit. I don't want to dissect shit.
Yeah, nobody grades shit. Nobody's like walking around San Francisco like scooping each little bit off the sidewalk. And
one might be solid loaves of turds, and one might be just like liquid. You know, there's levels.
No, it's
right?
all. So. This is the drizzling shits. Fire and Ice is the drizzling shits. It's just.
But I do like this panel. Babe, you mind hitting the merch line? The Pride shirt in medium. This could take a sec.
That was worth a panel.
That was yeah. And then the artist was like, "Oh, what are you gonna write here? What are they gonna tell each other?" Oh, don't worry, I got you.
Perfect.
So they end up finding with the allegory for Trump, which is Mojo. And Mojo, his plan is to mind control people through the sound waves of the what do you call it? The concert, the sound waves of the radio, the sound waves of the video. So basically their allegory or subtext here is that the podcast that we listen to, the alt-right pipeline that you get sucked into is basically controlled by Mojo.
That does not,
quote unquote,
that's a
Trump.
shitty Mojo plot.
Yes,
that does not work. No, that is a stupid no.
Yeah. So, and now, am I getting that correct? I mean, is that what you guys read in this as well?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Isn't Kamala Khan an appealing character? Look at her.
She's hot.
Look at those fingers. Wow.
Look at her face. Like just everything about her is just like, oh God. It makes you want to throw the booker across the room.
Yeah. On your 6, Wolverine. We this used to be a proper comic industry. We used to be a proper country where like this wouldn't happen ever.
Marvel used to be cool, and now it's been taken over by just I don't even know what. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe
Swifties.
Oh, there you go. Yes, Swifties probably read this.
This book is written by people who just want to go out and dance.
Yeah, just go out and just talk at great lengths when you don't want them to. That's all.
What has happened? Look at all that dialogue from Prodigy. What in service of what? Who
I didn't
cares?
Read it. Locals.
Why are the mutants also boring looking?
Yeah. Well, because they want to be relatable to young kids, guys. Just relatable. And they want to be able to see themselves.
If this is relatable to young kids, then I'm sorry that Kamala didn't get elected, because I would like to see all of these young kids that relate to this be sent to the wars she would have got us into.
Ooh, yeah. See, that would have been the real conundrum, right? Is that all those white men for Kamala would have gotten sent over to World War III. I do think it's funny though, because they burst into the room and they're like, "We're gonna take you out, dude." And he's like, come on, Scratch. It's just business. And before they fight, Prodigy has this long-winded dialogue. And I'm like, how has he not already killed them? But so he basically says he's here to insert a subliminal frequency into the concert recording. Syncopate a little mojo into the beat so that while everyone's bopping here, the wide release audience gets a little extra non-consensual subtext. This whole book is non-consensual subtext.
I don't get it. I don't understand. What are they trying to do?
No, yeah, right.
They don't know.
When I read non-consensual subtext, I wanted to punch my screen.
I want it
to be consensual, personally.
Yeah. Right.
It's also bolded, so they're making a point. Like you could they're punching it, and then they follow this panel up with "Tell me I'm wrong," which is meant to be like a power panel, and it's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
No,
it's just fuck off.
You know, Wes is gonna make Doc read this, and
I
feel like that's a violation of the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's see. Was there any other dialogue that I wanted to read that's like, and then basically they're trying to say that this kid is a victim as well because he's like, I can't just go back. He'll kill me, right? Like, because Mojo is controlling him to control other people, and he's just caught up in the chaos, you know, the manipulation, as X-23 would say.
I hope Mojo kills all of these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then I wish Mojo would come into the real world and go destroy all of Marvel Comics. Just burn it to the ground.
We do need a Punisher kills the Marvel Universe here. So.
No, I'm super like am I coming around to Mark Waid? Like I just want the industry to burn to the ground now for different reasons. but like just let the mainstream just burn to the ground, because if this is the kind of books that you're putting out, editorial is going, yeah, this is worth being on the stands. Yeah. Then you don't deserve to have an industry anymore.
It's awful. And that's the thing. It's like, I know this was a while ago, but I remember your boy Zaxx had said something to the effect of like, should the comic book industry, is it even worth saving at this point? Now, granted, this was when Richard was still like pretty sane and he wasn't like super hard in on the anti-SJW train. So, I mean, he still makes good points, but he's just like focused on just random stuff. But
he gets fixated. My feeling is that he gets fixated on something and then he just goes at it hardcore.
Yeah.
It's like an OCD kind of like,
And I get that. I understand. So, but yeah, Jamin says, prepare for more of this for the next 4 years. Oh my God, dude, it's going to be even worse, which means that we have more content though, right?
Get the Return of King Baby.
We have more content, and I've got plenty of stuff to parody and make fun of and kneel before Doomface. So it's just hey, keep burning yourself to the ground, mainstream. I'll take your customers. I'll give them good stuff, and while you give them this, and we'll see who comes out.
Yeah, 4 more years of this will keep my liquor store.
Oh my Lord,
so. Keep those lights on.
Yeah. Hey, Rudy. Shout out to you, brother. Great to see you. And
what's
hope
up,
you
Rudy?
are doing well. Yeah. Where was so this was the other dialogue that I wanted to mention. Laura says, this isn't help local. It's manipulation. Mr. Friend, otherwise known as AKA Mojo, AKA Trump, is an attention vampire. Praise, support, even hate that gives him the energy he needs to bend the world. This little whisper you're spreading, it's not radio-free mutants. It's a parasite. Once again,
that was so boring, that entire...
yeah, no, you couldn't even get like a talented voice actress to make that interesting. She couldn't even do it well. But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. And what's fascinating though is that this book was probably written while Obama was still in power and in control. Oh no, Josh, you don't think so?
No, I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this line. What the fuck does this little whisper you're spreading, it's not radio free mutants, even mean? What does that mean?
It's just a bunch of buzz. Like, oh, this sounds clever. This sounds like we're really clever.
It's not this little whisper you're spreading, it's not radio free mutants. What the fuck?
I don't know what that means.
Sorry,
I'm having a stroke. I didn't know you had to like.
I was. My brain was like trying to figure that out, and it wasn't. It wasn't.
Two people wrote this.
Yeah.
2 people.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And hey, get ready. They're gonna be writing Amazing Spider-Man and Batman. Isn't that neat?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Good. Tank the 2 biggest characters at either company. Tank them. Just destroy both Marvel and DC. Let it happen. Bring it on. Yeah. I'm way past the point of like thinking that any of this can be salvaged. So now I just burn through it quicker. I don't know. There's a little too much
I was about to
Skin
say,
showing here.
I
A little
don't
too much
know
male
about
gaze.
this. I don't know.
Or female gaze. I don't know.
But it's okay because she's gay, so it's like, all right, it's fine.
Oh, is X-23 gay now?
Sure.
I just assumed.
I mean, like,
I just
Every
assumed.
character.
isn't
character on the team
everyone?
is gay.
Yeah.
Every character in this team is gay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just
this is the-
Kamala's gonna have her sexual awakening before. Actually, it's probably gonna happen in the next issue of Dazzler #4, whatever the fuck is coming next. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, what's our big cliffhanger?
Let's see. So Local goes back to Mojo. He says, you opted into this, you see, binge watched of your own volition, and now you're obsessed. Can't stop thinking about the Mojo show. Do you want to be with me or be me? Even you don't know, but I do. Musical episodes are a tacky grab for ratings. For a show, or actually, sorry. For a show to get 8 seasons, you need far more mature plot lines. The audience is happy. Their little characters holding hands. How sweet. Now it's time for them to hurt, he says. So,
And the hands continue to be a problem.
yes, all these little finger
Yes.
thingies that
Well,
they got going on.
I mean, Mojo's hands should be weird, but like,
then
what?
these
It's
ones are
he's got a tumor on his palm.
This is why
Yeah,
Marvel
very
artists write me and ask if there's any viable indie books that they could sign up to do.
Yeah.
Because they just can't stand. First of all, Marvel's pay keeps dipping. So,
Yeah, that's right.
you know, it's like you can actually make more in the indie space now than you can working for the big two. And you're doing this. Like, this is why, like, when people say, like, oh, aren't you worried about the things that you say? Like, you'll never get hired in the mainstream. I don't want to work for a company that publishes this. I don't want anything I write to be tied to the same universe that this exists in.
Right.
You sure that, you know, when you've got brilliant dialogue, like normally when we save the day, all we get is bruised and tired. Maybe pedestrians who yell at us, cops doing a scream, but this time, for one night only, we get her.
Cops doing a scream?
Yeah, cops doing a scream.
This is not English. This is random sentence fragments, random words put together to make
Doing a scream.
This is
Good job, editorial. That's got to be a typo, right? Because if that's how it was written, if that's how it was written,
I think this is how Gen Z talks, or how Jackson Kelly or Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing think that Gen Zers talk. That's what they're trying to do, and there's nothing more cringe.
Oh, this is a retard. Like, this is somebody that's either retarded or has a traumatic brain injury and needs serious help.
This is when you send them
I have a traumatic brain injury, and I've never written anything like this.
Yeah,
I've never even typoed anything like this. Like,
you guys send them the Will Ferrell Anchorman skit, like please, you know, come on, Baxter, I can't speak Spanish. English, please, come on.
Yeah.
Cop doing a scream.
Yeah, what?
Maybe pedestrians who yell at us,
Yeah.
cops doing a scream. Yeah.
That doesn't make
so.
any sense at all. Do you smell burnt toast? Are you having a fucking stroke? Like, I feel like you.
I mean, it's just as bad as what was it? Mutants Radio Silent
Radio Free
Mutants.
Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Jesus God.
So that was
this written in a night? Was this written in a night? And it's just like, you know, just banged out in a couple of hours, and then turned to Ann and being like, "Don't worry, we'll fix it when we get the editorial notes," and then no editorial notes come.
We have to ask these
perfect.
two brilliant ones.
So, Max, I don't know if you remember our reviewer that we love so much from Adventures in Poor Taste, Jonathan Jones, the one that
yes, the one who sides is like a
Yeah. So Jonathan Jones put Dazzler may be in town, but Nick's #6 puts Wolverine at center stage. Laura Kinney's night out with her friends is shockingly interrupted by a hefty dose of bisexual panic, thanks to Local and the return of Kitty and Nixon. Mojo is the scariest he's been in years, and though his plan failed this time, it's clear that his plans for New York City are far from over. 8.5, great. What's so great? Exterminator, shout out. David and Dante are cute. Anole getting hit on, and Laura possibly entering her Challengers era?
That review made as much sense as this book.
Yes.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Yeah, that review may have given me cancer. I think I need to get a checkup. My God.
What's the
8.5.
one negative? What's the one negative about Nick's number 6? Clearly, it's TKing a new outfit together is a pretty strong feat for someone whose powers aren't working and is primarily a telepath.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
What the
No,
fuck?
I don't know.
That didn't make any sense either.
I don't know what TKing means, but I think they're
I'm gonna
referring
ask
to
you.
when the
Knockout?
cuckoo like went all pink
Oh,
because
no.
she was pissed. But I don't know.
My God.
Jonathan
I didn't
Jones,
notice
ladies and
Whoopi
gentlemen,
Goldberg
Jonathan
on the
Jones.
cover though.
Oh
As
yeah, there
Mojo.
she is. Look at that.
Yeah, at least the cover lets you know how inane and boring the book is going to be by being just as inane and boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's relatable, guys, right? Because we're like, they're so cool and hip and Gen Z.
Well, that's all you see going down the fucking street. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. And it
I liked
pisses me
Dazzler a
off.
lot. I thought Dazzler was a lot more relatable when she was an insecure loser.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I just thought she was more interesting. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, you know, it's like, oh, okay, she was insecure and she was, you know, unsure of her place in the world, and she'd had this career, that path that didn't work out, and you know, like I don't know, like just this whole thing about like she's a superstar now because Krakoa and mutants and
Is there any
Yay!
difference now between Lila Cheney and Dazzler? I think there's no difference now between the two. They're both
well, I hate when
interchangeable.
Dazzler shows up now, which I always used to hate when Lila Cheney would show up. Whenever she'd show up, I'd be like, "Oh God, we're doing Lila Cheney again."
I
don't know
want
why
to show
Claremont
you.
this is so interesting.
I want to show you guys how many people this book got through, and probably more. Honestly, this is just baseline. You got through Tom Brevoort, the executive editor.
Well, he's not
doesn't
looking at anything.
He's a
Oh,
retard.
okay, all right. The assistant editor, Martin Biro, your editor,
like,
the
I'm
colorist.
making $10,000 a year. I don't fucking care. Yep.
I
Well,
don't have
yeah,
time to
there you
read
go.
this.
The letterer, colorist, inker, penciler, and then 2 writers. Like, that's a college basketball team right there. And
Well, in
none
fairness,
of them.
the penciler, the colorist, the inker, they're not going to be able to come back and go, "What is this?"
Yeah.
They're not. That's
What
not
did I
their place.
just letter?
Yeah. But they
I
probably.
get the letter
you
is
know,
sending messages going, can I get the corrected script? Like, you know, can I get the edited
Yeah.
one? Because none of this makes any sense. They're like, no, that's
Is
our
this the
script.
final? Yeah, is that our
can I
final
get the
draft?
first draft? Because this is clearly not even a first draft. Where's
Yeah,
the first
right.
draft?
Oh no. So the next one that I want to talk about. Oh, you got to be kidding me! This was not a 98. Oh my God! All right. Well, the next X book, which is has just as much TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, because in the title of the video, you know, I put Trump's X-Men, but really it's just TDS, the X-Men comic book. But in this episode of the mainline X book, which Josh, I'll ask you this because I know we're getting ready for our best and worst comics of the year. When you're going to write down some of the worst comics of the year, do you plan on writing like From the Ashes, the event, or like the books under From the Ashes, or are you going to list them as single books like Dazzler, Nyx, Wolverine, X-Men?
Oh, I'm listing individual. I want the point
Okay.
to be made.
Okay, all right. Because I'm afraid that half of my 20 books that I'm going to be listing are going to be like just X books.
Perfect, as it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Like, don't let these fuckers get off, Max. Come on, girl. Hey, this is
From
time
the-
for you to
All right.
swing your big dick energy. Just do it. It's
Yeah.
once in your life. Come on. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm talking
From,
about.
from the ashes, more ashes.
More ashes. From the asses, as a wise man once said. But they've captured Beast, and they have to go like extract him from the prison. But when we get to the prison, we see that they've also captured Miss Jubilee here, Jubilation Lee, and the horse riding mutant, the horse girl. What's her name?
Fuck,
Cuckoo?
I don't know.
Calico.
Horseman.
Horsewoman.
Horseman.
Horse humper.
Horseman. Horseman.
Doesn't she actually go by like her horse's name?
I
think
think that's
Is it
because her name is
Secretariat?
Calico.
There's Calico, Secretariat, something.
Sparkles Valentine.
Yeah.
Prickly Pete.
They should have called her Black Beauty. Enraged.
Ooh, ironically, yes.
So what'd you guys think of X-Men, the main title? I think this is issue number 8.
What did I think?
you're scrolling
I think I
pages.
didn't fucking read it.
Has anything happened yet?
They're eating.
Well, they're setting up that prison is, a place where you get a ton of food. It looks like.
Yeah, they're all
Characters
well
standing
fed.
around talking.
Yep.
Yeah,
What you do in prison.
Chatting.
It's high school cafeteria. You're in prison, and Jubilee's like, "Yo, Hank, over here."
Yeah, she's like,
oh,
by the way, Hanky Poo.
It's the calf. It's the calf, Josh. They're in the calf.
Yeah. So let's see. So they introduce each other or introduce themselves, and then the woman who has taken over this prison, or the woman who's taken over the X Mansion and made it into this prison. Look at all these fat
She's
white
giving
men.
them. She's giving them a lot of freedom at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, Beast. So this was another thing that kind of bugged me about the issue. Beast is like super strength to the extreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a beast. This white dude takes him out like it's nothing. Not even with his gun, just his fists. And I don't think they understand Beast's powers.
Well, Max, you don't understand the power of a white man. A white man is an oppressor. An oppressor has so much strength.
That's true.
Yeah.
Max, as a member of the military, look at the guy in that in the panel all the way to the far right.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, is that how you hold a rifle? Do you make sure that the stock is over the top of your?
Yeah. His butt stock is clearly out of his shoulder here, and that these guys are actually flagging everyone. So flagging basically means that when you point your muzzle at like a person, anything other than your target, you're flagging people.
No, they should be pointing them down. They should be pointing them down.
Yeah. So like normally, you have your rifle slung so that it's down. Yeah. But this guy's got it pointed at the back of this.
Yeah, he's gonna blow her head off.
And
look at the trigger discipline. They've all got their hands.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, pathetic.
I can't get over the fact they have straws. They have straws in prison. What the fuck are you doing? Like, really?
Yeah, they could do some with those.
See,
right?
You don't want to do that if Bullseye's in your prison. That's going right through your
Come on, Kyle. Not like you worked in a prison or anything.
No, Jesus. I have no idea. Yeah, of course. Definitely wouldn't be making shanks or anything out of that. No.
Well, research is hard, Kyle. Like you'd have to like do like 2 minutes of like searching online, or you'd have to like talk to a cop.
Yeah.
And you can't talk to it. You can't talk to a cop because fascism.
Yeah, all cops are bad. Right. So
ACAB. Now I'm wondering, because I am environmentalist. So are they using the cardboard straws? Hopefully, at least I would assume that is what they are indeed doing. So it better be. So this woman says, the two muties that I wanted to speak with sitting together. No, not with. That implies a level of equality. Peers speak to. Beast, I have good news. Negotiations are proceeding well with Terra Verde, which means you'll be leaving soon. True, it will be for a black bag extradition, followed by a show trial and quick execution, but I've never claimed to be Santa Claus. But for you, Becca Simone Pinette, which is the horse girl of the Loudoun County Simon Pinettes, you may think of me as a bedecked in jolly red and white, kind of like, the Santa Claus thing.
See, I get, so here real quick, I get what the writer here is going for. It's executed shittily. This could have been done so much better. You could have, I already got a way to do this much better than what they're doing, but this is the complete wrong way to do this.
Essentially what she's trying to say is, to this woman here, Calico, she has to say, I am not a mutant, and that I can leave this mutant facility. Because it's true, she's not a mutant, but her horse is, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Mac, I think she actually is a mutant now, because in the previous issue, we saw her like think, grow wings and fly away or something.
No, I thought she just proclaimed, like she was coming out of the closet. She was like, I'm a mutant and I'm proud. Like that was the whole issue of last one, right?
Oh, I thought that was her figuring out she is a mutant now. Or she was just saying to be a...
She could be. All that being said, I agree with you though, Drew, because it did happen in the last issue. But all that being said, it is just an allegory for her coming out as gay, right? I mean, that's
correct.
That's what I'm assuming here, because the prison, what would you call? Is this the warden, Kyle? What's her title?
Sure, I don't know what. I have no fucking clue. I don't know.
Her dialogue needs to be reworked.
It's like it's just pissing me off because this could have been done so much better than what we've got here. Because this is shit.
It's like just yellow in the back of the panel too. Like, what the fuck does that do? You over?
She says, "Your wealthy, politically connected family has gotten in touch. Imagine my surprise when they tell me that you are not a mutant after all. You can leave as well, given that your family will be making a sizable donation to the Grey Malkin, which is the prison. For all the trouble, we may even name a wing after you. All of you have to do is sign this affidavit and declare that you are not a mutant, not like the rest of the gene trash here." So they're clearly doing like we're rounding up the gays or we're rounding up the minorities and we're putting them in camps.
Okay, I got to do this. Like, so I'm sure you're familiar with Sear School, right, Max? You heard of Sear School?
Oh yeah, really tough.
Yes. One of the things they do in Sear School is that it's when they capture you, they are interrogating you. They are doing everything they can to break you mentally and physically, emotionally, everything. And they try to get you to sign shit like that. And they try to separate you, turn you against each other. Mm-hmm. And that is the correct way to do a situation like this with these mutants, with these characters. But this writer did not do that. And you could have done a Sear School scenario with like something like this, where you're putting the mutants against each other, saying like you're giving privileges to this one, but this one no. It's like I'll let you go. Just sign this right here, saying that you're not with them and whatever, But you could do that here, make it sound so good. But no, this is shit.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. Because like you said, that's what the warden here is trying to get her to do, to disavow her relationship with the mutants.
This is Sear. This is Sear School, but told shittily right here.
Right. So she ends up picking up her fork, eating the quote unquote mutant food that they give them, like the slop. And she says, "Because my name is Calico of the Louisiana X-Men and I am a mutant."
I wish that HH's Calico would come in here and just murder all of these characters.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, hell yeah. That's a way better Calico. Guard, the mutant raised a hand after hands was called. And then this guy tries to hit her and Beast says no. And then this guy just cracks him over the head. And then they're able to just beat him. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
This is Gale, right?
No, this is
Jed
McKay.
Jed McKay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he had access to Horse Girl.
Yeah, right.
This is just Wish.com Genosha. That's all this is.
Yeah. That's a good point.
See, Aaron, I think, Aaron, you'd be on the same page with me. If I sent you some info on Sear School, if you're not familiar with that, the different training, the torture they put people through, really.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like, if I sent you some stuff, showed you stuff that happens in that, you'd be like, oh my God, this is that. But they completely fucked it up here in this comic. They had it on a golden platter, given ready for what to do, but no, they screwed it up.
I'm trying to think if there was really anything else of note here, but they just start, trying to kill everyone, and then the final panel is, "Oh, Rogue, what are you doing here?" And Wolvie and
Rogue's team is here. Yay,
good.
Yay.
That's what I wanted. So
well, at least maybe Jed will be able to write Rogue's accent, which is something that Gale can't do.
Well, that's why she had her in the speech therapy, which doesn't make sense at all.
But hey, Max, do you want to know who I'm happy for? Who is here?
Trish.
Trish. Woof, woof.
Hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here, Trish.
Trish.
The lady of the night. Even when we get bad comics, she can come in here and make us all happy again. So
Her presence lifts
yeah,
everyone.
that's all you need. So yeah, this was insufferable, and I don't understand how this has a 98. That is
because the League
unreal.
of Comics Geeks and everybody who posts on it desperately wants to write comics. So the way that you get to write comics is you suck up to the editors by giving every one of their books a positive review.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Brunstad will call you and you'll get your own number one of a book that no one will ever read, because it doesn't matter anymore if anybody reads the comics. We just have to have a certain amount on the shelf every month so that we can trick the retailers into buying them and thus keep our bottom line looking healthy to our parent company. That's all this is anymore. Is it's just a shell game. Nobody there cares. CB Cebulski, all he cares about is eating. Tom Brevoort just wants to die. There's no leadership at Marvel. Dan Buckley, that guy needs to be put out to pasture. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. None of these people care. They're just going through the motions and they're collecting a check, but none of them have any passion or love for this anymore. And every time that I see these books, I start to lose my passion and love for comics. And I have to go back and I have to read Jim Zub's Conan, or I have to read Jeremy Adams' Green Lantern, or I have to, go work on my own books, or talk to Drew about stuff that he's working on, and just talk to people who actually still love, either read the work or talk to people who still love the idea of comics.
You need a palate cleanser. There's no way that you can stay sane if you were to read these modern books and continue to just ingest the slop. Like, you have to talk to people who are passionate about the medium, or who actually do great work, like the indies, like you said, like Jim Zub's Conan, or even Trish's Feral. So I think the indies are blowing it out of the water. I'm currently making my best of list for 2024, and the indies are like in every slot of my top 10, my honorable mentions. It's like mainly indies. So
at least Marvel made one good move. At least they're doing a book and they're having Tony Fleece write it. It's like I was like, oh, The Thing, one of my favorite characters, and Tony's writing it. Cool, I'll check that out. And that will be the first Marvel comic that I will pay for.
If they let him do his thing and the editors don't come back and rewrite it. Max, to your point, I think I've got one of the big two titles in my list so far. Just one. Yeah. And it might be one that you have as well.
I actually I need to check. I don't know if I've looked at mine recently. Because we were talking about it last show, and it's pretty fascinating. I'm looking at my top 5. Not one of them is Marvel or DC. I've got.
It'd be weird if it was.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I've got one DC. Yeah, I think I've got one or two DC.
I've got one DC book. I've got top 17. Yeah, I've got one DC
top 17. Book. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy is on.
Doom the One Shot. You guys like that one? I never read that one.
The Doom One Shot.
I don't think I read that one.
The one with the MF Doom cover.
Yeah. I don't know. Trish says, one of the things I heard was that in a world of tons of Batman and Jokers and all the rehash superhero things, indie books are going wild.
Yeah.
You are right. Mm-hmm. I mean, they and because that's the thing is, like, what's fascinating is everyone keeps saying, like, oh, well, Marvel and DC need to do something different, but indie is doing something different. Like, they really are doing something fresh and new. And it's with characters that are maybe older. So, like, if you have a Conan or a Frankenstein, it's still adding a new aspect to the character.
Or if you want brand new stuff, you got Ghost Machine out there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Like, that's brand new. But then you've also got G.I. Joe, Transformers, like doing new things, but with older characters. Duke,
Flash Gordon with Jeremy Adams.
I think Flash Gordon, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kyle, the indies are doing what? Moving professionally.
They are moving. Well, are they moving professionally or moving differently?
Whatever the fuck he says, I don't know. I don't care.
It's moving differently.
They move different.
Listen, all I know is that I think I made it 1 or 2 issues in on all of these X-Men books. And if you told me that I had to sit down and read every issue from the Ashes so far or become the CEO of United Healthcare, I would take CEO of United Healthcare. Thanks. Sorry, too soon?
Man.
No, it's not too soon, Josh, because they've already got the job listing up. Like, they wasted no time, in like posting that. There was no like, hey guys, maybe it'd be a little crass if we just like put the job opening up right away.
No, they're like,
maybe we should give it a week. Wait till the body's been buried, But no, they didn't. They were just like, oh shit.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this until like a few hours ago. My girlfriend told me that the bullets had the phrasing on them. Messages written on them. I'm like, what the hell? I had no clue about that.
Yeah, and it's from a book. It's
denied or
it's the phrasing that they use to deny coverage to people.
The art of the deal. Oh
yeah.
no.
Oh. Or could you imagine if each shell casing said like China? Like like some sort of like
you gotta link it to Trump somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, defend, deny, delay. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trish. It's I mean, the book is fascinating because it basically outlines and showcases just how evil some of these private health insurance companies are, and just they're selling your health back to you and holding it against you, which is pretty sick. And it is effed up. But I mean, to go out and do this, it's like there are probably better ways, But,
guys, our FDA poisons us and allows us to be poisoned. And then to fix the problems that the poisons cause, we have to go to the pharmaceutical companies, and they don't cure anything. They just get you on the comeback. You got to stay on this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's all a big scam.
Yeah. I mean, why are they up higher than us behind those little, things, right? They think they're better than us, don't they?
What's the deal with services?
What's the deal? They think they're so great up there.
They sit back there counting their pills, and they cluck their tongues, and they say, what is to be done with these plebs?
And they look down and say, no. What is the... oh, shoot. Was it a Jerry Seinfeld sketch, or was it? Oh no, it was just a podcast I was listening to, but they were talking about how if you are to pick up a prescription and you can see their computer, or you take a peek at like the actual price of one of those, like when they scan it, they mark that shit up like 10 times, dude. It's crazy when you see like the actual price and then what you have to pay for it. It's terrifying. So.
Max, do you think that when you buy drugs from a guy on a street corner, do you think there's not a huge markup on it? It's the same business.
Oh yeah, hey, there you go.
One's legitimate.
Yeah. Yeah, they need you sick and unhealthy and tired and lazy and dependent on.
And wearing your pajamas to the Walmart. It's just it's all connected. It's all decay. It's all just.
Speaking of decay, let's talk about Batman smells and Robin laid an egg.
I refused to read this because of this cover.
Same.
You didn't read it? Oh, come on.
No, because of this cover. I did not read it.
I've been buying every single #1 that's coming out, and I said, nope.
You said, I stand on principle here. I am not buying this. Wow. No. All right. So that was that. This was was it the Riley Rossmo, or was it the title that you were just like, I cannot in good conscience buy this?
It was Riley Rossmo, then the title, then me thinking of current DC no-name writers, because they're not going to put whatever somewhat talented people they have on this book doing this, and I noped out so fast.
You mean this isn't one of Mark Russell's great ideas?
I'm sure Mark Russell has a short in here, because it sounds like the. Let's see.
Come on, guys. You didn't want to read
not Marv Wolfman,
Dorado Quick, or Drew Maxey, or Ricardo Sanchez,
or I know
Alexis Quasarano.
I mean, I'm not going to rag on any of these people because I've never heard of any of them, so I
know
can't.
Marv Wolfman. That's it.
I can't say. I don't know. If Marv Wolfman's got a story in this, I don't know that Is it an inventory story, like one they've had lying around? They were like, well, we can put one legitimate story in here.
I hope so.
I honestly, I don't think I got past this Joker one.
God,
I read the Joker
Paul
one.
Pelletier and Norm Rapman on the Marv story.
Damn.
Yeah. I just said, no, I'm good. Like I read, I think these three, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. So I didn't even get to the Marv Wolfman story, but I mean, Kyle, did you get a chance to look through this or flip through it and read this one now?
Holy shit, where's the Tylenol?
I mean, dude, yeah, it's like 700 fucking pages long.
It's long.
I mean, it's so long. There's a Dr. Midnight story in here that's like a silent story, and it's okay. It's like in black and white. It's kind of cool. Like it's
that's cool.
Right.
Okay.
But that was the only one.
Is it the original Dr. Midnight or is it the diversity hire Dr. Midnight?
No, it was the OG. Like it takes place in 1941. And like, you know, he goes to stop a crime of a guy robbing a bank, and it turns out he's robbing the bank to like help for this family that's in need because like the woman's sick, and then like the guy goes to prison, and he's like he gets shot by the cops because he's carrying a gun, and like it's all misunderstanding, and it's not bad. It's a little heavy-handed. It's like okay, but it's not bad. This first one though, fuck off.
I was about to say, did you not like the first one though? Because I mean, you got Santa here who's getting chased by the toy maker or toy man.
Toy man. The toy master man.
Toy maker master man.
Yep.
And he's trying to steal the battle gold. Oh no, sorry, steal the toys.
Yep.
And as he's trying to steal them,
put on makeup. He put on lipstick.
Oh, Jon Stewart?
Yeah, look at him. Look at those red lips.
He's looking pretty fabulous there.
No, he's
kind of looks like Isom.
Well, he's not falling onto a car, so I couldn't tell if it was Isom.
Oh, dang it. Okay. But he actually like gets Santa to blow up or something. I couldn't tell because the artwork, the sequential storytelling in this is awful. So he goes boom, and then all of a sudden there's this like and then he's now on the ground, and then you find him and you go, wait a second, that's not Santa, a woman. It's Mrs. Claus. What?
Oh, you can just call me Carol or whatever the fuck she said. That's
yeah, I'm Carol. You almost had me. I knew Santa wasn't real. Oh, John, you're mistaken. He's real. I'm just filling in.
Looks like Angela Lansbury. What the hell?
I think it's supposed to be.
It does kind of look like Angela Lansbury.
And who might you be, Mrs. Claus? Friends call me Carol. My husband's off helping one of your Justice League friends, so deliveries are on me tonight. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Oh. Yeah. So it's just basically Mrs. Claus and Green Lantern go find the toys and get them back from the toy maker master man. And then she gets the lantern ring of hope somehow.
We're on the highway to wackiness.
So, woo. So
it's
that's
a buddy
fun.
cop. Get it? Black guy, white chick. It's like Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh, I love it.
Or I was thinking of the fake movie that was in Tropic Thunder. It's like a movie poster thing they show for Ben Stiller, like with
like chilling in the dude or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
was. And then this one is like Bane joins a group of villains and they like have a heist
over
or
a teddy bear at some point.
Oh, that's the Secret Six. Yeah.
Okay. And then he just keeps talking about how he admires all of them and how he loves them all and they're so cool.
Bullshit.
And then, he cries over a teddy bear at some point, and then
bullshit.
By the end, he's like, "I have found victory. I found what makes me whole."
Bullshit.
And it's the people here.
Bullshit.
That fill my hole.
I found victory today with the people that fill my hole. And the teddy bear that I hold on to while they fill my hole.
God, if there's two characters that have been given the shaft, seriously, it's Deadshot. Well, three: Deadshot, Catman, and Bane.
Deadshot hasn't been around since they killed him off in Tom Taylor's book.
That's right.
And then this one was like, what's his name? John Constantine has to.
This looks terrible. The art.
The art is, God, it's something. So John Constantine has to court this woman because she's like the key to everything or something, and his alter ego tells him like you have to do this, and she has to kiss you, and that way you'll save her from these demonic things. But it turns out that she's been a demon the whole time, and that she kisses him under the mistletoe. She looks like a little gremlin here, and then it's a big joke.
Like, what's her name? The comic book.
Heidi McDonald.
Yeah, Heidi McDonald.
Yeah, I see it.
That was Gail Simone. Never mind.
I mean, I could see it too. But then I stopped. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done.
I'm done.
Unfortunately. Make it stop. But
Wolfman.
Yeah, here's the Marv Wolfman one. So maybe I'll read this one after. But yeah, I didn't have it within me.
Was that stuck all the way in the back?
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was
half
after
the
those
through.
three.
How do you not lead off with Marv Wolfman?
I was about to say, yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
If I were Marv, I'd be pissed off. Be like, who the fuck put me in the back?
Yeah, right. No, for real. Kaiser says, "Do we ever talk about good comics on the show?" Well, sir, I will indulge this, and we'll. Hey, Marvel, DC, you guys give us some good comics, and then we'll talk about them. How about that?
Here we go.
But I will talk about a good book that came out this week because that one was just atrocious. Do you guys want to talk about Prairie Gods or
I didn't read Prairie Gods.
Blackstone? Oh, that's right, you didn't read.
We can talk Blackstone.
Okay.
That was we can talk Blackstone.
Let's talk about the African American Stone.
Yeah.
So
Ebony
Conan. Yeah. Conan Battle of the Blackstone. This was the fourth and final issue of this run, and this run
because how it ends, or quote unquote ends, like, oh shit.
Ooh, yeah. Spoilers.
It's a nice
cover. I'm not going to care about the next one. Yeah, I can't wait.
God damn it, Kyle.
Oof.
Bad take
right there. But no, this was excellent. What did you guys think of the last issue in the series here of Battle of Blackstone?
It was different. I'm not going to lie. That the event didn't really go the way I thought it was going to go.
How so?
I was expecting a lot more action in this series. There was some, but it seemed a lot more melodrama than I was expecting.
It is a lot of character work. I think there's a lot of character development here, and you're following a lot of different people and understanding how they work together to kind of combat this thing.
Yeah.
Because the monster is pretty like overpowered. Like he's pretty OP.
Yeah. I would say that the previous issue is probably my favorite issue, honestly.
Oh, really? Okay.
I love the stuff with Solomon Kane in the previous issue.
Yeah, that was cool. I did like that. And well, actually, the Solomon Kane in this one was pretty dope too. I liked his sacrifice here. I thought that was cool. Spoilers, but Kyle, did you have anything about this book that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of quick how they solved this like existential, serious, crazy problem. Yeah. It didn't seem like this was a evil thing that needed like all of their powers combined to stop, and we all need to work together as one because we've lost. And I didn't feel the emotional weight. Like they were trying to say that Conan is the one that's kind of uniting everybody in this at the beginning, and like we need to bring Conan back because without him, none of this is possible. You all will return to your time, and we're all fucked. Right. It's like, okay, you're saying that, but I don't feel it. And this end battle here with this thing, I didn't care. I don't know. It just, I mean, there's so much writing here, and I get the need for it, and I can kind of appreciate the emotional weight, but I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it in this, unfortunately. It just kind of was like, okay.
Dang, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that though. It's tough. It's 4 issues, and within those 4 issues, you really want to try and delve into each one of these characters to showcase why each one of them is important to take this thing out. You know what I mean?
I would say, Max, I think this would have worked better solely as a Solomon Kane story. If it was just him against this thing, I think it would have been best.
That would have been kind of cool. Well, good news for us is that they are indeed, in fact, coming out with a solo Solomon Kane issue. Or not issue, but series.
Yeah, just hopefully the guy who's doing it can keep his TDS in check.
Yeah, who's writing it again? I can't remember.
It's Patrick Zurcher. He's writing and drawing it, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it just depends on which. It depends on which Patrick Zurcher you're getting, because I think he's. I think that Patch has like a kind of thing going. I don't know exactly what to term it, but
I can't remember reading anything of his, but his art. I'll take his art any day. I think he's actually a damn good artist. So
yes, he is.
So Patrick Zurcher, I'm sure I've seen his stuff before.
He did Savage Avengers. He did like the last several issues.
Oh, that's right. Okay. My only thing is that I almost feel that if he's not able to keep some of that stuff in check, that it will directly oppose the character of Solomon Kane, because Solomon Kane is an English pilgrim who is like very devout in his faith and continues to like, preach the gospel and quote biblical verses, and his faith is what guides him through a lot of these adventures. So I kind of hope that he's able to dive into that, but I don't know, man. Do you guys think that he has the chops to do so? Because it's tough.
Again,
I mean,
I've never read anything he's written, as far as I know.
Yeah, I've only read his tweets, and every now and then, like, so mostly he's deranged, and then he'll say something sensible, and then he'll get attacked by his peers, and then he'll delete it. So it's kind of like Jimmy Palmiotti, wherever he comes close to like becoming self-aware, like he gets scared back into into the bubble.
Dang. But yeah, I wish that Battle of the Blackstone was a little bit longer to give us some more time with each one of the characters. But I did like how they were written. I think, go ahead, Josh. Yes.
Have you seen his art for this though?
No.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Hold on, I'm about to.
Really? Do you have a link you can put in the private chat?
Calm down, Skippy. I'm about to send it to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a little excited there for a second. So, but yeah, no, I think I really liked this. I thought even though the art was different, it still kept up with like the grittiness that you need for a story like this. And like I said, I liked that each one of these characters had a distinct voice. I think Jim Zub does a really good job of making distinct voices for each one of his characters. Like each dialogue bubble, you can specifically say that's from Solomon Kane, that's from Conan, that's from El Borak, whoever it may be. So yeah. All right, let's see what little old Joshy Poo was able to give us here. Ooh. Oh wow.
I mean, even the
all right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This looks kind of like how he was done in Savage Sword of Conan.
I'll say it's kind of hard to see some of the detail as well as when you look at it full screen. But I just sent you another that's from a website that kind of shows off closer.
Maybe. Wait, was Patrick Zurcher the one that we were reading in Savage Sword of Conan? Because this looks like the pinup from that. Maybe I didn't even realize it.
No, his art is really, really good.
Oh man, this looks sick. Yeah. Yeah, I think this was from Savage Sword. Yeah, this whole story was from that.
Hmm.
So yeah, if he continues with it, that'll be dope. All right. Well,
maybe one of the reasons that he's so cranky is because he's this damn good, and yet he's not a name.
Yeah,
You know,
possibly.
he should be a name. Like that, you know, he should be getting premier gigs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it seems like people really enjoyed Battle of the Blackstone, though. It's currently sitting at 100%, and that's on League of Comic Geeks. Now, granted, that's only after 9 people, you know. Well, now 10, but yeah, no, I'm digging what these guys are doing, and I'm hoping that they give us some more.
Controversial take.
Oh yeah,
this would have been better as a 6-issue mini.
Yeah,
because you could have had way more action in it if you wanted to.
And there were how many characters were there? You could do an issue for each character or something. But you're right. You could stretch it out a little bit more and give us some more time to breathe. Because yeah, like Kyle said, if we felt the stakes of that last battle even more, and each one of those characters had a specific thing to do based off of their personality, it really would have stuck the landing and hit harder. So now Conan, I guess, technically comes out next week, but we read it, or at least I read it this week. Oh no, that's Savage Sword. This is the main Conan title. Kyle, you got to read this one, yeah?
I did.
Whew. Yikes. A little worried. Scratch that. I'm a lot worried because they have a brand new artist. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say worried because of the writing or because of the art.
Well, the writing wasn't very good, and the art was fucking trash.
I was about to say, it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, this was not firing on all cylinders here. This was just, I don't know.
Those are white pages.
Exactly. You know how bad it is?
That's why it was so bad. I just
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Guys, Conan's in a snowstorm. What do you guys not understand? It's a blinding snowstorm.
I wasn't catching it. I didn't get the metaphor.
Make no mistake, though the title says Conan, this is every bit a B-lit story.
Indeed.
I mean, this was a B-lit comic. There is very little Conan in it, which is unfortunate. But
he barely says anything. He barely does anything.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Why isn't it loading? It doesn't like us. It doesn't like that we're bashing it.
Jim saying, "How dare you?"
Now, Dead Man's in this issue of Conan? No wonder Kyle would like it. That's weird.
Dead Man. Man, this is loading like porn would with the modems, like back in the 90s, where it's like
it's loading like you have computer aids. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
That's what this free comic site gives you.
Oh no. Well, hopefully.
Who's the artist?
It's a female woman. Her name
is... had to double clarify that one.
It's sad that we live in an age where you have to double clarify.
I was about to say it is 2024. So
yeah. So her name is Danica Brine, and to be fair, I do like some of her pinups. Like when you look at her work, it's she's talented. Does it work for Conan the Barbarian?
Not this story.
Yeah. This just kind of felt like current day Conan. Like a lot of the characters just felt like, oh, are we in Los Angeles? Especially the girl who ends up becoming like part of their group.
The girl assassin at the end.
The girl assassin, yeah.
Who shows promise. It's like, all right, you made me bleed. I respect you, woman.
I respect
what?
That. Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know.
You're going to let me live? Yes, we're going to train you to be one of us.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So here's the art. and even like I said, even Jim's writing here just didn't feel like it was. It didn't really feel like he was super passionate about what he was writing. He just kind of waxes and wanes about them going through the alleyways and having to be hidden, and that they have to act like royalty, but that they feel like royalty, but they're not because they have to hide their faces from the people, but they are. It's like, I don't know. It just, it wasn't working for me a ton. Some of these pages look good, but once you get to like Beelit, it's just basically a Beelit comic. So I'm going to see if I'm going to go to a different book while we wait for some of these pages to hopefully load. But yeah, this was funny. I liked we're in Los Angeles now.
Oh gosh. Will you scroll up just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Part 1. Do we know how many parts this is?
Hopefully just one.
Well, I mean, it says part 1, so
exactly part 1 of 1. That's just part 1. It's like History of the World, part 1.
She's back for number 18 as well. And they don't have a 19 or 20, so just get Doug Braithwaite back. Why can't we have old Braithwaite back? Oh well. Was there? Oh, Drew changed locations. Hello.
Hey, I'm back.
Drew, was there anything, or Kyle, was there anything you guys read that you wanted to talk about?
Oh,
in particular?
So, I read a lot of these. I'll say one I did not understand was Two-Face. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this damn book? I don't. It's the whole issue is in a courtroom, but is it a real courtroom? Is this what the fuck is this? I didn't understand.
Weird. Yeah, I didn't even take the time to look at this.
I have it, but I haven't read it yet. But Christian Ward is usually someone that I'm just meh on. His art, Christian Ward, he does art too, right? Am I getting him mixed up with somebody else?
I think we became confused with Declan Shelby.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't even look at this. I was like, it doesn't interest me. I wasn't too stoked.
Yeah, no, he's made primarily an artist. And I've read a few things that he's written, and writing wise, I think he's average at best. His art is interesting. He did that City of Madness Batman book that had the Court of Owls, but the writing was fucking terrible.
Oh, that's right. I didn't mind that one as much.
Well, poor taste.
Well, the art at least, but
yeah, it's just
Josh is like, we can't all be winners.
Yeah, I'm reading this, and I'm trying to understand. It's like, okay, so he is Two-Face in this, but he's still a lawyer, and it's like, what fucking court would let Two-Face still be a lawyer? None of this makes any goddamn sense, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm like Tom Hanks in Big. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I took one look at it and I said, it didn't. Now, because Two-Face is a character out of the Batman villains, where does he sit in terms of like, is he S tier, A tier, B tier? I don't know.
When done well, I mean, I'd put him towards the top. Like
Oh wow.
He's kind of supposed to be. Oh well, it depends. If you go to like the 60s and you're doing the whole like the 2 gimmick, it's cringe. Like,
oh yeah.
But I mean, there's been a lot of really good stuff with Two-Face. So.
Okay. Don't worry, chat. I am not gonna dip. I promise. I'm staying right here. But it looks like Aaron is going to take a bow for the evening, which is understandable. You've gone through some pretty decent cringe. So
I can't do it anymore, man. I can't do it. Like ever since NYX, I've just been feeling empty. And even Patrick Zurcher's art on Battle of the Black Stone couldn't bring me back.
Well, go replenish your love bucket, man. Go fill yourself with some good books, and go replenish that.
That's right. And we're gonna hang out tomorrow, right, Max? We're hanging out tomorrow.
Yes, yeah. So I will be there tomorrow night, and I will text you when I'm on my way. It may be a little bit later because I'm having dinner with the familia, but I will text you when I start making my trek, making my way downtown, walking fast.
Making my way downtown.
Faces fast. Or
Aaron, I need your notes this weekend for the one project we're doing.
Yes. Yeah, that's you'll definitely have it before I go to this thing tomorrow.
Soiree.
Mm-hmm.
Little thingy poo. We got a little black tie event.
Little bit of thing going on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A little this, a little that. A little shindig.
But
what's funny is you were invited, Josh, and then I had to tell Jesse, you know, Josh doesn't live in this state, right?
He's like, dang it.
That's awesome.
I mean, he might want to be there, but I think you're putting a lot of pressure on him.
Why don't we just FaceTime him, and then that way,
there you go. We'll just hold a phone with Josh on it the whole time. Look, he's dancing.
Yeah. Put little popsicle stick arms on the phone.
So there you go. Yeah, I like it.
Well, thanks for being here tonight, brother, and enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
Thanks,
I don't know how you can reviewing this shit, but
it's brutal.
Do what you can.
Yeah.
Later.
Man. We do it for the fans. We do it for the love of the game. We do it for the audience, for y'all.
The people.
But we read this so that you don't have to. You know, that's what's the most important. Kaiser says Two-Face could be A tier, but he's B tier for sure. Jack also says he's a B tier. Interesting. All right.
I look, it's gonna depend with all characters. It's gonna depend on how you deal with them. Because when you take the history of Two-Face and kind of look at like year one and the relationship that he's got with Gordon, and then you kind of move that forward, there's good stuff. And like you've got Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Robin year one, all kind of solid stuff. I'm trying to think. You got Face to Face. What was the legend? I think it was called Faces, but the story from Legends of the Dark Knight. Like, there's a lot of good stuff. The Gotham Central story with Two-Face was freaking excellent. Like, there's some good shit out there.
Yeah.
And then you have shitty shit.
No, yeah.
Any character can be brought up to a B or an A tier. Like, honestly, the one character at DC I would love to have a shot at, if it ever happened, would be a Ragman. I would love to bring Ragman.
Yeah, Ragman is so underrated, man.
Yes, he is. I would love to bring him back to B or an A tier, and I think it can be done right. But it all depends on the creator.
Yeah. I also read. So I'm not going to talk about these too much because there's really nothing here to elaborate on. But I read. What was it? Christmas 365.
No. Oh, sorry, I got to interject here. Court of Parliamentary Procedure. We do have to talk about all new Venom. It is fucking clown shoes.
Oh, you read it? Oh my god!
Yes, I did.
All right,
I read it.
I'll just I'll very very briefly. I'll just say. I read. I don't even know where it is. It's like it's way down here somewhere. Oh yeah, Christmas 365. If you want to know what a day in the life of like a really shitty, 9-to-5 job is with a deadbeat guy who just can't get anything right, so he reverts back to his childhood so that he can always have Christmas every single month. That hence. Christmas 365. That's kind of where we're at. It was really mid. I mean, I just felt like I was reading just some guy talking about his day. It was really odd.
I've never heard of Mikey Way. Who the hell is that?
I don't know. I don't think my shop even ordered this.
I was about to say it's from Dark Horse, but I also read Dread the Halls by Image.
I've got this one. That.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I haven't read it yet, but I've got it. Yeah.
I won't say anything then, just because I don't want to.
No, you could say it. It's fine. You're not gonna.
it just it didn't really it didn't really have any impact. If a book, if I can't even really remember what happened in the book and I read it today, probably not great. It has some interesting concepts, but they're not really fleshed out all that well. So that's what I'll say.
I feel like that's typically the case with anthology books, just in general. Like they're
100%.
But did you read the Marvel holiday special?
I did, actually. I did. Did you?
Where the hottest toy of the season is a hot toy?
Oh,
fuck off.
And then they reprogrammed Doom to be a nice Doom.
Yeah.
Yay.
Mm.
Where is that? Did you guys read that?
Fuck no.
No? Oh, come on. Holiday Tales, Marvel Holiday Tales to Astonish. Look at that. No?
That's something.
No.
That's something. Yeah. First story was a Fantastic Four story. The second one was written by none other than Daniel Kibblesmith. Woo!
Yeah. And it was
Yikes.
X-Men.
And it was X-Men, but it was a Menorah X-Men. It was a happy
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, it was it was Kitty Pryde's what was it? Happy Holidays and Merry Kwanzaa and all that
Merry
good
Christmas,
stuff.
Kwanzaa.
Yes, that was the story for issue 2 for Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
And then the third one I forget.
Kate.
Oh yes, thank you. The third one was Miles Morales and Spider-Man celebrate Happy New Year together. And that's it.
Gay.
Yeah. It was pretty gay.
Yeah.
For $6.
Jesus.
Worth it. Wait, did you buy that, Josh?
Yeah.
Because it was technically a number 1.
It's technically a number 1.
Technically a number 1. All right.
Listen, I just look at it as I am helping my comic shop.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. And then the last one I'll just briefly run through. Silent Night returns. I read the first series. It was fun. It was fine. They had Krampus. It was cool. This second series is now awful. I read the first issue of this series and I was like, I'll give it a shot. This second book, I'm done. I'm out. It's really bad. There are really no really redeeming qualities. Santa is barely in it, and it's running with this like weird Arthurian fantasy tale, but not really. It doesn't make much sense, and I kind of gave up on it when there was a panel that Nubia told Mira to slay Queen, and I said, "No, I'm good. No. Thanks, though."
Oh, it's hot garbage.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
No, and it's like, dude, you've got Viking Santa. This is so cool. Like, why not do more with him? Sure, but no.
Cool.
One thing I love in a lot of the DC books this week, it's like to really pronounce the excitement for these shitty books. You know where we're going to really advertise? Our shitty upcoming Rom V New Gods book.
Yeah.
Get ready to have a very long fucking nap because it's not going to be very fucking exciting. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Teach them, Queen.
Here you
go. Oh God.
There are no bad characters, only bad writers. Interesting.
Agreed.
On more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this
there's
is
a few
Nubia.
shitty characters, but
Well, you've got Snowflake and Safe Space right there, so
that's right.
But yes, here she is. Teach them, Queen.
God,
Queen.
Yes.
Oh, and don't forget. Yes. Star Wars is very patriarchal, and yes.
And with the patriarchy.
This was good too, though. When they take out all the gangsters, this guy goes, "Thank you, Bat." Oh, wait, you're like, you're Santa Claus. You're not Batman. And so Santa says, "The constables can take over now." And Robin says, "Or they'll hire these guys." Get it?
Yeah.
Because the police will hire the bad guys. Get it?
Oh, because cops are bad guys.
Because cops are bad guys.
Yes.
Nailed it. So,
By the way,
Speaking of Slay
constables aren't
Queen-
hired; they're voted on. But that's fine. Carry on.
Oh, Josh is like, no, y'all are stupid. Speaking of Slay Queen, did I mention that this was a Beelit comic instead of a Conan comic? Well, it is. Woo!
Oh yeah, this art is not right. It's way too clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's cheap. It's fast.
It looks like Marvel. Which sorry, it looks like 2024 Marvel.
Well, I'll say it's very substandard from what we're used to. At Titan.
Which makes me even more mad because when you have a set standard of what you have been producing for your, customers, and then you give us this shit,
You know what?
kind of, yeah.
Oh, that's spiciness. Oh, whoa.
Mm.
Maybe I will read this.
It was the best part of the book. Those 2 pages are the best part of the book.
Go back up, not to the sexy scene, but before the sexy scene.
Before sexy time.
Okay, go. I think it was where the brown pages were, like the sepia colored pages. I think it's.
Oh, it's back.
Up here.
There you go.
Yeah, that actually looks halfway decent.
She looks good here,
So,
right?
Is there a different colorist on this as well?
That's a good question. It would be for next week. It would be for Conan. Colorist João Canolio. Who is doing the colors for Braithwaite? Diego Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think colors are part of the problem too.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there. But
And then Diego was also doing it for Roberto de la Torre.
yeah.
So we have a new artist and colorist. So good call on that one, Josh. Yeah. I wonder if that could be the issue here.
No, I mean her art's not the right fit. It's way too clean. But
And
I think the colors are also vastly different.
Yes. And it's decent. Like her art is good. And I don't think she's not, or I think that she is talented. But like you said, it does not fit this setting whatsoever. So, but these were the best 2 pages in the book by far. So
yeah. I mean, it looks like she can draw a damn good sex scene, but
I was about to say, they look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Ellen DeGeneres here, and she's like a,
she is the hero,
badass assassin, and they fight.
Totally.
They kung fu fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end, Conan and Beelit spare her life.
Of course
they're
they do.
like
bullshit.
Yeah, because they're like, the gay lesbian woman, pixie cut, she, they, they're going to be able to teach us how to steal from the rich and give to the poor. I don't know. Like, it's just,
Correct.
yeah.
Conan would probably just say something like, "We're gonna let the lesbian boy live."
The lesbian boy.
Now, young sir, kindly leave these quarters.
Leave me to be with my precious Beelit.
It's like as soon as a character crosses the threshold from the room, that's when Conan snaps their neck. It's like, hey, I said, we had their chance. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there, Drew. I'm sorry. I just had to get through a couple of those that were just like, I gotta get them off my chest.
Yeah.
Now, please indulge us. Why is all new Venom? Why was this bad?
Most of this takes place in a courtroom, and we have we're focused on a lot of our main characters. We got Luke Cage, we got Robbie Robertson, and we got reappearing again Rick Jones. He brings up how he was dead recently and how he was recently a Gamma monster in that Gamma Core book, and how he's better now for reasons.
Oh.
And they're all trying to figure out who the mysterious all-new Venom is. But the kicker is we get Mary Jane and Paul in this.
Oh yeah, I saw
No
that.
way.
Yeah, their parents, they're great. They're happy together, and they're kind of parenting Dylan Brock now. So they're the parents of Dylan. Isn't that great?
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
You got to go through this book, Max. This book is, oh man, it's something.
So did they reveal who the new Venom is?
No,
Of course they didn't.
Of course not.
That's why they're teasing it. Like, is it Robbie Robertson? Is it Rick Jones? Is it Luke Cage?
And what's funny is that I don't care about any of them being Venom. Like none of those people sound appealing to me if they were to be Venom. So,
wow.
Why can't we just get back to Eddie being Venom because Eddie's Venom?
Because
Stephen Platt. Whoa, Stephen Platt cover.
Yeah.
He's look at that. He's kicking the tires and lighting the fires on that. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah.
Look,
back,
not to be
baby.
controversial, but he got very lazy with all that white.
He is all back. Look at that, 100%. There's no stopping him. Look at that shit.
He got lazy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? With
all
the white?
Yeah, that's lazy, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, that's mood. He's setting the
Sure.
that's mood.
Yeah, this is the rain, and it's a thunderbolt hitting the thing. And it's
Yeah.
rainy, and it's atmospheric. It's
I don't think that's a thunderbolt. I think it's like steam and water.
Oh,
Either
falling
way.
off.
He's back, baby.
He's back.
Oh man, is that the one in 25?
Oh no.
No.
That can't be.
No.
Is it? Oh, it must be. Is it a virgin?
No.
No.
It's down there.
No.
There it is. It's virgin.
Oh, there is a virgin. Yeah.
Oh, the 1 in 100 is a virgin, Stephen.
Jesus.
So if you want the 616 Ivan Teo or the 1 in 100 virgin Stephen Platt, this would go for what, 120?
If you're lucky.
I'm gonna look at
1 in 100.
I'm looking at eBay right now. I'm gonna see how much these are selling for.
All right. I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't look like $100 worth of cool.
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
Wolverine has been funny because he's still trying to teach the Wendigo, Winding Ding Dong, how to be like a human.
Oh no. Oh, the funniest joke in that was Wendigo says, "Wendy go," and Wolverine says, "Wendy stay."
Wendy stay.
Classic.
Wait, no, that's not actually the dialogue. I thought he said like low. No, he says Wendigo, and then he says Lodigo because he tries to say Logan.
I think he says Wendy go. I think he says Wendy
Wendy
go.
go,
Wendy
Wendy
like,
stay?
Wolverine's like, no, Wendy stay. It's like,
Oh
what
my
the fuck are we
God.
doing?
So the 1 in 100 is selling anywhere between $75 and $100.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, there you go. Gosh dang it. Now I gotta look at the Wolverine. So I don't even know if I can necessarily put Wolverine on my worst of the year because it's so funny. Like I actually am entertained when I read this because I'm laughing so hard.
Oh yeah,
It's
so
like
bad.
the Ultimates. It's so bad. It's entertaining.
Yeah. He's like, my name is Logan. Say it. Wendigo. No, Logan. Say it. Wendigo. I know you can talk. I heard you use words. Come on, kid. Logan. Lodigan?
Okay.
The work
keep
pays
going.
off.
Keep cruising. Keep cruising. Close enough.
God,
What
this
the
looks
fuck
bad.
is this?
This panel
is
looks
this?
awful.
My God.
Let's give it a rest for today, Leonard. Gotta remember to say the kid's name more.
What is the point? Like, what is the point? I read
He's
the first
bringing
issue.
out the humanity in the window.
Yes, Logan is trying to
Ironically,
ground him
yes,
and make
ironically,
him realize.
Logan Wolverine is trying to bring out the
Yeah.
humanity in something.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man. It looks like Kaiser is saying that there's a Moon Knight one too.
Oh,
Dude,
You
Moon
shut
Knight
up.
is where
You know
Stephen...
that's amazing, Kaiser. You shut your mouth.
I was about to say, wait a second. Moon Knight is how Stephen Platt got his
Still.
chops. Like
He still does. He's got that fastball. He's still got
well,
it.
Did you see that those what was it? Quarter or profile, Moon Knights?
Look,
They looked
remarks.
Remarks. They looked a little emaciated.
Actually, one of the remarks he did, at least at Dallas, didn't look that bad. His
right.
Spider-Man remark looked fucking fantastic, but
That
My
was
Moon Knight remark is the best remark I've ever seen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have. So
All the best all the remarks. Mine is the best.
Yep.
You're gonna be replacing that remark with my gift that I gave you, Kyle. I hope you know that.
Oh, I have an idea in my head of how I want this thing kind of there.
Yes. Yeah.
That it's only fitting because of the condition it's in. I have an idea.
Hey, I paid more for that gift for you than you paid for that remark. All right, so I want it hung up somewhere.
Oh, it'll be up, all right.
Respectful and yeah. So
Yeah, that's not bad. That one variant he did. Let's go with that.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's got it.
that arm looks a little funky though.
He's got it. He's back. There he is.
He's back, baby.
He's back.
No. Let's see if he actually does say when to go, when to stay.
I swear, I'm not that clever of a writer, so there's no.
No, you're not that talented.
I mean,
or clever.
Is this the same artist that was on the first issue?
I believe so.
I think so. It's really.
It looks
bad,
just lazy
yeah.
though.
Give me a second. Let me take a look.
Maybe not lazy, but rushed, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rushed is better.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay. We shall be here. Okay, so when you guys think of Wolverine, do his claws come out of here, or do they come out of here? Like in between the knuckles or on the top of the hand?
It depends.
Because I've seen both, and I kind of like it better through the knuckles.
It just depends, because sometimes it'll be above the hand with the three little thingies. Yeah, it just depends.
Joe Jusko did a beautiful cover for like a Wolverine graphic novel, but like they're almost all the way back on his wrist.
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
They come out like super far back, which is crazy.
Well, Joe Jusko sucks, so
oof. He's almost as good as this guy.
Almost.
Leonard, listen up. I gotta head out for a minute. You need to hide.
Just a bad dad. I'm going out for cigarettes, kid. I'll be back.
I'll be back. Poor Wendigo. You remember we practiced hide? Wendigo. I don't love leaving the Wendigo here alone, but I can't risk bringing him into whatever bloody chaos is going on. Oh my God, he really did say when to stay. Oh my God, I've like blanked this book from my memory. When to go? No, when to stay.
It's so fucking retarded.
Right.
In my infinite wisdom, I could have never come up with something that brilliant.
Oh God.
This whole arc has been Wolverine trying to be a mentor / like
dad
to this Wendigo thing.
Yep.
Lord. So funny. Like his neck is broken here. Now, the only thing I will say that I think is kind of interesting is this new metal that they're talking about. How it's like corrupting each one of these. It's a Lady Deathstrike.
That's Lady Deathstrike?
I mean, it's not Lady Deathstrike, but
it's identical.
Yeah, it's her.
I cannot tell.
Why doesn't she have her hand claws?
What?
There she goes. She's got the golden hand claws.
Yeah, see? They're gold because they're gold's evil. I guess.
Yeah. Like Trump Tower, which is gold.
Yep.
But But yeah, like the next cover gives you an idea. It's like, oh, all this adamantium, this new metal, which is gold now, I guess, is like mind controlling them, but it's also like more powerful than adamantium. I don't know. It could be something interesting, but we're too busy dicking around with Wendigo to even care.
I mean, do we really even think it could be interesting? I feel like with certain characters, it's like, oh, we got a Wolverine story. Well, this is how we're gonna make it badass. It's gonna be someone else with adamantium. What? No, this next story, we're gonna have something better than adamantium. Remember that thing we had 3 months ago that was better than adamantium? Well, now we have a new thing that's better than adamantium. Like, fuck off already. Just tell a fucking story.
It is that. It very much is like, well, we're just going to come out with something even cool or like better than that. Like, and it's like, okay, another metal. All right. So how many metals do we have that it's out there that's like better than? Oh, we have vibranium. Oh, okay. No, and so always trying to one up. I think Perch had something kind of cool. He did a video where he said, if I wrote Wolverine, like that was the concept of the video. And he said that if he were to write Wolverine, he would do an arc or a series that talks about Wolverine's legendary status anywhere that he went, whether he went to Madripoor, whether he went to Krakoa, whether, wherever he went, he was like top dog, and that he had contacts everywhere because he is so old, and because he does have such a large, like vast connection of friends everywhere. He would utilize that to leverage relationships and begin to create teams if they needed help with a certain villain. But and I was like, that's actually pretty damn cool. The fact that Wolverine knows these many people.
Because Perch is competent and not a fucking retard. That's why.
Yeah, I don't see myself in Wolverine, so I don't like that. I need to see more of myself in the character.
Yeah, I want my dad.
I can't relate to that.
Yeah, I want him to be a dad leaving for cigarettes.
Yeah, a worthless piece of shit dad who hates his family, doesn't want to be around them, hates his life. Pretty much everything pisses him off all the time.
Dad, I get that I'm a 36-year-old man that's worthless and can't do anything with my life, but why can't you love me and treat me like you did when I was 12? Like that's what I'm getting here.
Story of my life.
When to stay.
Gosh
dang.
These X-Men books send me in a fucking spiral every time I come on the show. Like,
oh yeah, sorry, brother.
Reek myself into oblivion.
Oh man, at least with like the ISOM stuff, it's pretty funny. Wolverine's pretty funny, but that Nick's book is like, it's awful. I mean, it gives me a headache.
Well, I
Same
mean,
with the main
there are jokes in here, and it's really bad, but there are sentences. ISOM, there are barely coherent sentences.
Right.
So it's like very different.
Nick's didn't have coherent sentences. They were just words.
Right, and that's why it's kind of like you're teetering on Rippaverse level now. Like
it's almost it's getting there.
Like this is so bad it's good. We're not laughing because it's funny. We're laughing because we're laughing at it.
Yes,
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
but collectively speaking, the X titles right now make me want to enter like my Hunter Biden era. Like, give me some freaking meth, some crack, some hookers, cocaine. Call it a day. If you weren't demonetized already, you are now. So, I love you.
That's all right. Well, the only other book that was my pick of the week this week, but I won't actually talk about it because I want to wait and see if maybe next week, if you guys get a chance to read it, we could talk about it potentially.
Oh,
Prairie Gods. Yeah.
I'll be shocked if it's not.
It's my favorite of the 3 that he's released so far. So, Josh, this is Shane Connery Volk's solo series.
I know what it is. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I sorry. So
talk Absolute Superman this week. That was the book of the week.
Come on.
What the fuck?
Absolute Superman #2, of course.
You read it? Oh my god!
I read it. I read it on my lunch break today. Because I was putting on this
wasted
show.
a lunch break on that piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's Poppin' Polly's best book of the week, but
did he like the first one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I assume because it's an absolute book. He jacks off to Wonder Woman, so it's probably not his favorite one.
But Wonder Woman is like a masterpiece compared to this, and Wonder Woman,
unfortunately, yes.
Oh wait, Josh, did you watch? Were you here when we watched Rock and Robbie say that his favorite book of the week was the Ice Cream Man book?
No. I think that's because I think I dipped out because I was like, "Hey, I'm dipping out. I haven't read any of the books for this week."
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Well, actually, if you guys want to talk Absolute Superman, or I can pull that up, but yeah, he was like, it's so poignant and nuanced. And I was like, oh, you mean the newspaper clippings of like the abortion clinics was poignant and nuanced? Like,
yeah. Well, listen, nothing about Absolute Superman 1 or 2 is poignant or nuanced. It is so fucking heavy-handed. Every aspect of this is heavy. Oh my god. Have you not read either one?
I've read every Absolute book except for the Superman ones. So
it's so bad.
What's the premise by Jason Aaron?
What isn't the premise?
What is this new Superman? Is he just Zack Snyder's Superman?
I mean, hold on. Let me grab my issues real quick. Because or pull it up or something. Because you've got to read like the dialogue. Like in the first issue, he's in, is it Venezuela? I think.
And this one is Brazil.
Oh yeah, and there's like there's like coal miners or something, and they're trying to get like diamonds and stuff. But like the peacemakers, aka like Peacemaker, but peacemakers are the authority that's
correct,
basically doing slave labor. And this is issue 2. This is Lois Lane, by the way.
What? Why is her hair like that of a little boy?
What? Stop it. She's sexy and strong. You watch your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, she does have some big old legs there.
Yeah. She's got him handcuffed.
The art is cool.
Sure.
I like the art so far.
So his whole costume and cape and everything is made out of red Kryptonian dust. It's the same thing that's wrapping around their arms right now because it's trying to take off the handcuffs.
Oh,
it's almost like a nano suit type thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So she's trying to she's trying to arrest him. They're like, oh, he's trying to hurt her. So they start trying to shoot at him as if it's not going to hit her. So of course he saves her, and then they fly off to somewhere else, and then she's still trying to arrest him. And then he saves her again. And then he's got a line where he's like, I've saved you 4 times. Why are you trying to arrest me? Like, it's fucking stupid.
I know.
Yeah, she just shot him point blank in the head. Oh my god. Stop doing that, he says. Yeah.
Oh, but then the peacemakers send a helicopter tank. There it is right there.
Oh, which my god.
I can't decide if I love or hate it, if I'm going to be honest. So, like, it's
so stupid.
It's stupid.
Amazing.
But you know what? If you're going to have fucking absolute Batman with that Batman coming out with like a 6-story Batmobile, you know what? Why not? Let's have some fucking helicopter tanks. But they fly off again. The tank shoots like a missile. It blows up this like orphanage church. I don't know. Who cares? Like, people are burning alive. And then he's like, we've got to save them. And Lois is like, yeah, I agree. So then they save him. And then now she's suddenly like falling in love with him automatically.
Oh, she wants to fuck him the second his like shirt comes off, sort of part. He's like, damn, okay.
Yeah, his little
look at that, right?
nano suit. Yeah, he gets a little necky. You can't really tell because the art doesn't really show up, but he's practically naked because his suit becomes the red dust that is carrying everyone and protecting them from the flames. Yeah. But the best
hanging
part,
dong, yeah.
the best part is we just so people will know, like, hey, we're actually going to give you the Lois Lane that you know and love. When this military Lois Lane gets back from this, and she has to write a report instead of doing their AI report, which is Brainiac because fucking Jason Aaron. She's like, no, I want to write it myself. And then there's pushback. But you hate writing reports. I know. But you like yelled at me for 30 minutes because I made you write a request. I know, but I feel like I need to write this one. And then it's trying to like make this impactful moment because she's writing. Oh my god! Oh my god! She's a writer. She's a writer. Okay, fuck off.
I get it. I see.
Look at her! Look at her hands.
And it's such like a pivotal moment. They're like, oh, she's writing. Oh
my.
Yeah, but it's also heavy. Like even in the first issue when they're on Krypton, like they're mining there, and Jor-El's like, no, stop. There, it sounds like we've got a fissure. We've got to stop and see if we can make sure it's safe to keep mining. And then the authorities there are like, no, you keep drilling and mining no matter what.
Oh god. Okay.
It's just that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we have enough oil.
It keeps going.
Keep going down. Keep going down. No, you're going. That's not down. That's the wrong way.
On the wrong.
But I do.
On the wrong. Whoa.
I'm trying to show you how heavy-handed this is, but I need you to get the last page.
I wanted to see something real quick. Give me a sec. I wanted to see the tank again because they fly now.
They fly now.
God, and I wanted to make sure that missile did say peace at all costs.
Yeah.
So just to make sure it's not heavy-handed enough. Yeah.
No, there's this type of shit is all through this book.
All right, now I'll go down. Whoa, wrong way. Going up.
Back it up.
Well, I was only doing it because you were like 3 pages away from the last page, if that.
No.
Oh yeah, see.
Written by Lois Lane.
I need a cigarette now.
Yeah, right.
I'm such a good fucking writer. God,
look at that.
Yeah, like this shit will let you know. Teach them that peace has a price, and they just annihilate the.
Fuck yeah! Kill these fucking stupid people.
Oh, these
fucks. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, man, this is the most heavy-handed I've seen him in a while.
Oh, dude,
dude. I would actually never. Oh, go ahead.
I would actually say the first issue was more heavy-handed than this issue.
Oh yeah,
really?
Oh yeah,
dude. That's what, because like, it's like he's a different person. Like, because when I read the Thor back in 2014 or 2012 with Jason Aaron, like. There was none of this shit in
probably because they had a good editor back then that was like, this isn't working. Yeah. The first issue, Max, when they're on Krypton, you've got God, what's his mom's name? You got Jor-El and Laurel. Something like. Yeah. So it's her.
When to stay, when to go.
Yeah, they make a point how she had one of the brightest minds on Krypton.
Oh, of course.
But they declassed her to become like a physical laborer because when she was 9 years old, she wrote a paper concerned that science was trying so hard for advancements that it might actually be causing problems to the planet. So because of that, she's being forced into physical labor.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what's happening today, right?
Yeah. You go up a little bit. There's dialogue about having to pay for rain. Like I paid.
Yep. You paid good money for this rain.
Yeah. Hold on. Go back down just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, if you didn't just say
a mouthful. Rain bill's gone up to was almost 3,000 crim this month. 3,000? That's obscene.
I could build you your own cloud seeders for that. 3,000 crim. God, I hate these stupid made up names. What's going on, Steph? She says, besties. Hey, bestie. Wait, Steph, do we need to do the wicked like lean in when they're like, you are a light in this world. Thank you so much for interviewing us.
Thank you.
Yeah, when she's like,
We gotta hold hands though.
yeah, we like constantly like holding hands and like doing
And
this
Max,
the whole time.
I'm gonna
like,
try to
constantly.
wipe the tear from my eye, but I'm gonna miss. So you're gonna have to wipe it for me. And then no,
Oh,
I didn't get
yeah.
it. I didn't get it.
Okay. Poor Kyle's like, why did I sign up for this show?
The fuck?
Steph says Maxfield always throws me off when he cusses. Uh-oh. I
Did
know.
you
I'm
cuss?
just.
I know I
I'm
was
such-
dropping F-bombs like crazy, but did you cuss?
I don't know. I'm just such a perfect little angel.
Oh, I didn't hear you
It
cuss.
just doesn't come across.
I like when Max cusses.
Jamin D says I'm completely checked out from this Max Krypton universe. Mad Max Krypton? Yeah. Mad Max.
What are you talking about? It's so interesting.
It's so
So engaging.
progressive. Yeah. God.
When I think of
cannot
original
stand-
story ideas, I think of this.
Yeah. But see, like, I don't know, man.
Environmental
This is so sad though. Like, this art looks cool.
Some of it's
Like, I'm
cool. Yeah.
digging
Some of the
this,
colors
yeah.
are cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the coloring and the.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's douche knuckle being like, no, you keep working now.
yeah,
We need the mines here. You go to work.
we need that oil. I mean that kryptonite.
The crypto mine creme stuff.
Yeah.
Smash cut to Brazil. You work these mines and get these diamonds, you fucks.
Guardian, Maxfield, and Josh. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that from Wicked?
Is that from Wicked?
I don't know.
I've
What
never
is
seen
Guardian?
Wicked. Couldn't tell you.
What?
It's Kyle's favorite musical though. Kyle has the original Broadway
soundtrack
album.
and,
He even has the 8-minute long dance club remix to Defying Gravity.
whoa.
Don't know what
Dang,
that
why
words
didn't you
are,
show
but
that
I
off at
sure
Show
do.
and Tell? Yeah.
That is
wow.
how his wife got pregnant. Just
Oh my God, they did it to that song, eh? All right.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Defying Gravity indeed.
That's right.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
That interview clip where she's like, so how did you like getting into the the green makeup for Glinda? And she's like, when I put on the makeup, I didn't know who I was and I didn't know what my skin was. And then I took it off the green makeup and I loved who I was even more. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, do you need help?
Are you AI?
Yeah, like, do we need to send help for you? I don't know. Wild.
I to not be a total dickhole. I will watch that at some point. I heard it's actually halfway decent, but I've never seen it. So
Oh no, I mean, like, that's the movie could be amazing. That's awesome, but the people are weirdos, and I seriously think they need a wellness check because like they're not doing all right. I think they need some help.
the marketing campaign of Ariana and Cynthia versus Jeff Goldblum and whatever the gay guy's name is.
SpongeBob?
It's like two vastly. You've got the two girls that are constantly like crying and being weird, and I don't know, and then these two over here are like, yeah, we're having a riot. Like, oh,
yeah,
like, this guy works out. Have you seen his legs? Like, it just like
amazing, hilarious, love it.
I can't.
Well, I think that should do it for this evening. We're keeping it under 4 hours. Look at that. But we are super glad that Josh was able to make it tonight, and Aaron, and Drew, even though he had to dip out a little early and his mic was on the fritz tonight. But I appreciate Josh and Kyle hanging out. Next week should be the week of the, what is that, the 20th? So Friday the 20th. I will actually not be able to do a show that weekend, but next week on the 13th, if you guys are available, maybe we can do some show and tell, and hopefully we'll show off some presents.
Show and tell.
I can dig it. I should have some stuff for show and tell.
Well, I know you have the big one, the big boy.
The trash, yeah, I got to dig it out of the trash, but yeah, I will. It's there.
Josh, did I tell you that even though Kyle's gift was only $2, I still paid $20
for shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe that fucking cocksucker charges that much for shipping? It's like, what a piece of shit.
I'm not surprised.
I was like, what a fuck.
To be fair, though, it got there super quickly.
Does Kara know that you... Yeah, because they're desperate as fuck to clear out that warehouse. Mm-hmm. Does Kara know that you bought these, but as gag gifts?
I don't believe she knows that they are gag gifts, but I believe that she knows that I did buy them for you guys.
Cool.
If I don't light it on fire,
oh my God,
I will be shocked.
I mean, it's a gift of endearment.
Yeah,
I love y'all so much that I was like, what's the best way for me to showcase to you guys? Like, I could get you guys an omnibus or like a graphic novel or something, or a key comic book, but it's like, yeah.
No, this
perfect. Really means
how it showed up is more perfect.
It, honestly, yes. Kyle's is better in that respect.
So like, it's poetically perfect.
Yes,
honestly,
couldn't script
it. You could not. And when you sent me the video, I for sure was like, why did he break it? Like, was he really that mad? And you actually, in the video, you said, I'm not angry. Like, I wasn't angry. This is just how it showed up. So,
yep.
I totally thought that you were like, stupid piece of shit. Nope.
No,
that's just how it showed up.
That's just the quality of Rippison.
All I'm gonna say is Max said he sent me a gift, and I got really excited. And then when I got home and saw the packaging, I was like, "Well, that sucks."
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know, because you're like, "Oh, cool. This could be like," well, because I had to one up myself, because the last gift we were able to get, we put our heads together and we got like the Spectre 1 through like 30 or something, right? That Spectre series. Yeah. So it's like, oh shit, Max might have found a cool like comic book series or something. No.
Yeah,
this one's even better.
We'll show it off next week. It'll be fun.
Yeah, can't wait.
The
funny thing is like, they're big gifts. Like, it's not like like an art print, is normally like 11 by 17. But
yes.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to make some room in the old office.
I don't have any, unfortunately.
Oh, shucks.
Damn
Guess you just have to move some.
You should just put it on your ceiling. That way, when you lay down, you can stare at it.
Wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut up."
Yeah. You just, or it's like the Wolverine, animated X-Men Wolverine, where he's stroking.
Gene.
I do kind of like when he's an Aussie, when in Pride of the X-Men.
I love it.
Oh, she's just a kid.
Yeah, she's just a kid. Yeah.
Hiya, doll. Want to play some fruit?
Oh, dude, I low key am like, I would listen to that. Like, it would sound so good. I don't know why, it just makes, especially in the brown suit too, like the brown and yellow, like that looks good. But of course, they went with Jim Lee.
Thank God. Jim Lee saved the day.
Boo.
Leave it to Jim Lee to save everything.
Leave it to Jim Lee to suck the life out of.
Save everything. Coming in with Housh 2 now, and it's just going to save everything. Shush.
I still think, didn't they make a character called Shush?
Yeah, it was the girl. It was the girl version.
Yeah.
Because when she talked, everyone was like, "Hey, shush, woman, shush."
Yeah. I still think Hush 2 should have just been Hush Hush. Like,
I'm sure they
unironically.
But then the big brain at Jim was like, nah, this has got to be, we got to have the number 2 in
Hush
the,
2.
Yeah, the second story.
Because we got to do more with Two-Face.
Yeah, see, all 2s.
Twos.
It's all clever.
They got a plan over there. They're all in, baby.
All in.
They got it. They, you know, they got this all mapped out. They got a vision. They've navigated a whole strategy and a plan. It's all, you know, there. So
it's all there.
Listen, I will say this because I was kind of playing catch up between some last month's book and stuff that came out this week. So one of the things that I did read was Batgirl, and Batgirl #1. I was like, I didn't hate it, and Cassandra kind of feels like Cassandra because she's not having like massive dialogue. So thank God, and she's fighting and a good fighter. And then issue 2 comes along, and I'm okay, you know, never mind.
Oh,
I
sorry.
Look. The whole first issue is nothing but ninja action fighting, Lady Shiva fun stuff. Issue 2, we're sitting down, we're eating food. The people that cook the food are now also ninjas fighting with us. Like, I was like, I'm done.
I hate when that happens.
Yep.
Oh, it's such a bummer. Or like when I'm a pop star on a big stage and I'm selling out to LA crowds, and then someone fights me on stage, like in Dazzler #1. It's like, I hate when this happens.
God.
So relatable. Ugh.
So relatable.
Annoying.
Yeah. Just a slice of life, day in the life.
Yep.
I was reading that magazine Back Issue, which is kind of like Marvel and DC in the Bronze Age, and they have all these different creators and interviews and stuff like that. And they were talking about the first Marvel graphic novel, which was the death of Captain Marvel, and how it was like just rocked the world. How the Comics Code Authority didn't really have any say, and so they started doing these graphic novels that really started to be more like delve into deeper aspects of the human identity. And so they started saying like, the magazine was like, oh yeah, people were able to relate to the human aspect of things. And I'm like, oh yeah, at that point in time, people were like, oh, this is cool because of death. You know what I mean? Like no superhero had really had to deal with their own humanity before. But now it's like they've taken that so far out, and it's like, oh, now we're just going to eat at a table and just talk about dating apps. Like that Spider-Man book where they were talking about the dating app instead of actually saving people. And I was like,
that was real.
Yeah, I felt that, you know. There's a difference between like realism and then like slice of life. And so
well, when I'm on my dating apps, I know I find it very frustrating that
same.
Yeah.
Can't get matched with anybody. It's obnoxious.
Ugh. Bet your wife hates that.
Who?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Talking about what? Huh?
What? Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Yeah, dating apps here in LA. You don't know if you're going to get a man or a woman.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun. You never know.
Yeah, it's a bit exciting, you know.
Yeah,
keeps me on my toes.
Russian roulette, except you lose every time.
I just open my phone and I just do this.
Yep.
And just hopefully one of them sticks.
Except with one bullet, you have 5.
Yeah. They're just all loaded. I don't know. What am I going to get? Spin it and find out. Yeah. It's fully every round in the chamber.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that should do it for the first show of December. We didn't really do a lot of like Christmas books, but we did have the Christmas movies at the beginning of the stream here, which was fun.
Well, we did all the Christmas books this week.
Yeah, but say we discussed like 3 or 4 Christmas books. They just all sucked.
They were just all awful. So yeah. Maybe next week or the week of the 27th, would you guys want to do a Christmas movie tier list, kind of like how Kyle, you and I did the Halloween one last year? I want to say it was.
So you're making me find all of the books that I have to now figure out what my lists are, and do a movie list on top of that too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
anything
provide
else
the
you
movie
want from
list.
me? Anything else I can do for you?
I mean, I could give you more homework to do. Yes,
I don't have enough. What else you got?
Yeah. Well, because you also remember you have to read all those Superman Christmas books that are the holiday specials for Superman.
I forgot all about
so
that.
Yeah. So actually, you have 3 homework assignments. Yeah. So there you go.
And I'm not.
Yeah, I'll send these all out.
Also, and work a full-time job. You know what? Just go ahead and pile that on too.
Yeah, you've got a kid. You're in this school program. You got a full-time job. Well, what's keeping you from also, doing this show? Come on.
Nothing.
Yeah. You're creating a comic as well. Let's not forget that.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, dealing with that bullshit on top of everything else. Yeah. Hey, you know what? When I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah. You're present. You're in the moment.
My wife knows you. That kid better shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear a goddamn noise out there. You understand me? From you or him.
Walk
and if
through
I do,
that door.
Yeah, I swear to Christ, if the baby monitor goes off, you do not want to be around. Like, you better hightail it out of here.
When to go?
Yes.
When to stay.
And when to stay. I picture there's that little spot on your carpet, and I just picture I see like a little baby crawling, and then you just punt him out of the room. I told you, woman, to keep this door closed. How did he get in here? Like when off. Jack Black kicks Baxter off the bridge from Anchorman. The bad man kicked Baxter off the bridge.
Ironically, right now, my son absolutely, I'm telling the whole world this right now, and my wife would fucking kill me, but I love it. He does not like her right now.
Oh, he's a fan of Dad.
Yeah, does not want. So like the other night, he got up at like 12:30, and she went to go get him, and I'm just kind of sitting there watching, and like he is just screaming.
Oh my God.
Like it's like actively pushing her away, like no. And so I go down and I make a bottle, and I try to give my wife the bottle to give to him. I'm like, we'll see if he takes screaming, trying to jump off of her, like is looking at me. He is just screaming, and so I go to grab him. He stops immediately and just looks at her and says, "Bye-bye, bye-bye."
What? Bye-bye. No way.
I mean, she is just like, I don't know what's going on. And then, then I go back to sleep, and I'm out. And then at like 2:45, she comes into our room, and she's like, "Are you gonna help or not?" And I'm like, "What? What?" She's like, "I've been up for 45 minutes with him. He has been screaming this whole time." I was like, I just woke up. She's like, "I thought you were trying to like let him go." I'm like, "No, I didn't hear him." I grab him immediately. He stops, and he goes right to bed.
Wow.
So, I mean, it is just this phase now where he does not want to be around her.
Amazing. Do you feel like you must feel all powerful though? You must feel like I am the father. I take care of the household, and
I'm like,
this is my son.
I do everything around here. What's one more thing? Yeah, kid too.
Just be like, "You're damn right. I run this house."
Yep. He knows where's bread's butter. Come here.
Yeah, my boy, come, my boy.
Daddy's here.
Rest your head. Daddy's
I'll save you from the evil woman.
I'm just waiting for us to discover. I'm waiting for us to discover that Kyle's wife secretly watches this, and she's like Sparta kicking the door in at the end.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, gotta go. What do you know?
Oh, it's that time. I gotta help the young boy. And,
someone's calling.
I picture her like she's in bed and she's got the stream on her phone and she's watching the stream in bed while we do our comic reviews. She's like, "Oh, that Wendigo.
When to stay.
When to stay. When to go, when to stay."
So clever.
Well, it's time for us to when to go. But thank you all for being here tonight. This was super fun. But yeah, let us know if there were any books that y'all picked up that you enjoyed this week. I would actually, in fact, reading Prairie Gods and Conan Battle of the Blackstone. This new Conan series, man, is worrying me. It's worrisome. So I would say hold off until Roberto De La Torre comes back or Doug Braithwaite. But yeah, it's getting a little, I don't know. So we'll see. But should have some fun stuff in store for you guys next week for the Comic Shop Conversations. Anything else before we head out for the evening?
I don't think so.
Not for me.
I think that's it. All right. Well, everyone, thank you again for hanging out tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.